I lock these things away so it's harder to steal my money.
Right.
That is
quite well. Money's money, brother.
True.
And if
I'm
you
wondering,
got that money, honey, we got your disease.
No. But Cure Coin's relatively new, so it might start going up in price as the older it gets.
It might go up in price.
But that's the thing with all cryptocurrencies is it gets, there's a limited amount of it out there. It's not just constantly being made. Otherwise, it would have no value.
That's fair. I mean, isn't it like that's the reason why it's so hard to get back into or try to get into Bitcoin at this point?
That, but also the technology has gone beyond personal computers. So you have to, there are companies out there that have entire farms of machines that are dedicated just to mining.
Interesting.
And so those machines will outdo your computer any day. And it's kind of like a raffle. Like the people that do the most work get paid the cryptocurrency.
It's just how life works, man. It's just how life works. You gotta work.
Back when it first started, you having a personal computer, easy. But also, Bitcoin wasn't worth shit back then.
Okay. I think I'm ready to go. If you actually let me move my leg real quick, because it is getting uncomfortable where it's at currently. And then, of course...
Oh, yeah. How is the old drainage tube?
The drainage tube is gone, thankfully. But give me 1 second. I got all of my bandages off now. And the incision is fairly gnarly. I am not a fan of looking at it. Ugh. Ouch.
But they said it was all clean and shit?
Yep, they said it was looking great, all things considered. It's next week I'll start bending it, which I'm not really looking forward to. But
yeah, it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, I know. I when I broke my knee, bending it 15 degrees felt like I was moving it all the way. It was bad. It was bad.
Yes.
But sitting at my desk for long periods of time really it gets uncomfortable. So
I can believe it. I need to do one really important thing before we start. I got to see if there's any Corey Taylor related news.
I went through the past few days on Loudwire and I did not see anything. Very light on news. I pulled off 2 things and I don't necessarily care about either of them, but one has to do with a single I listened to.
All right, we'll take it. Slipknot icon Corey Taylor's wife invites fans for her biggest and most intricate show. Ooh.
So was Heritage the first Opeth record that was not death metal?
Besides Damnation, yeah.
Gotcha.
Damnation technically was, but again, Damnation is a part of Deliverance technically.
Piece. Yeah. I really like Damnation. I think it's a great record.
Everyone loves Damnation. I haven't met anybody that doesn't like it that likes Opeth. But Heritage was the first one that marked the departure from metal.
Gotcha.
Or at least death metal. So, are you ready to go?
I am ready when you are. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Distorted Entertainment Podcast. My name is Ethan Carpenter. Just thought we had some interesting dialogue at the beginning of our recording session, so thought I'd leave it in. If you guys like what you hear, please rate 5 stars on Apple Music and share us around. It helps out a great deal. We appreciate it greatly. And you can find us on Facebook at DistEntPod, facebook.com/DistEntPod. Let's get into this podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to What Does Corey Taylor Think? The Corey Taylor Only podcast. I am Corey Taylor, and here I am joined by Corey Taylor. Mr. Taylor, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well, Mr. Taylor, but this is the second episode in a row where we've done this bit.
No, we did not do this bit the last time where we were named Corey Taylor. That is different. and it didn't have a title. So ruined my bit.
Fair enough. How's it going, Mitch?
It's going good. For the first time ever, we don't have Corey Taylor news, or at least I don't.
Yeah. The first episode in which I have not been able to find Loudwire talking about. Actually, I don't think that was true. I think there was some Corey Taylor stuff, but it was not important at all. Like, it wasn't anything that I could consider newsworthy. Not that like everything I've been pulling out on Corey Taylor has been, but there was nothing that important today. And
I'm also kind of worried that you search for Corey Taylor news. It's like you actually are trying to make this. I don't. I go to loudwire.com/news or whatever it is, and I pull out. I go through like a few days in the past of when we record, because we tend to record about a week before episodes go up. But not this time. We're recording it the day before Halloween. So happy Halloween, guys. It'll be Monday by the time this goes up, so it'll be past then anyway. But hope you guys had a good one. And no, I go onto Loudwire and I just pull off things that are interesting, but there's not much going on. Not much going on this week. So I had to actually go and find a couple things on movie news, and I looked at gaming news, but the only thing that people are talking about is like, oh man, Cyberpunk got... I was about to bring that up.
Cyberpunk got delayed again. And also, of course, talking about all the new GPUs coming out and CPUs and things like that. I'm actually fairly interested in the next line of AMD. I'm currently an NVIDIA user, but apparently the 6000 series is apparently looking pretty interesting. But
I will not believe it until there's actual like at-home tests.
Oh yeah, reviews and stuff like that. I usually I don't know how you feel about Linus Tech Tips, but I've been watching him on occasion, especially when it comes to new tech, just because I don't think they're particularly biased one way or the other.
I watched them and Jay's 2 cents. I stumbled onto them when I was getting into the idea of liquid cooling. I still am not into liquid cooling yet because no one's giving me money. But you know.
Well, you're about to start making bank. Aren't you moving to nights soon?
Yeah. I got next week off. And then I moved to nights, and I'll be working Tuesdays and Saturdays at CTV. So I'll be at FedEx Express Tuesdays and Saturdays from 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon until 6 a.m. the next day.
That's rough, my dude. I don't know if I could ever do that. But
I don't want to.
Money be money, you know? So.
Yes. And then oh shit, you know what? I can't even remember what I was going to say.
I hate when that happens, dude.
It's
so, last episode we mentioned we were going to like start doing news on the back end of things, but I think because we only have a handful of stuff to talk about today, it shouldn't make a huge difference. But we do have a lot of music to talk about, so let's get through the news.
So much music.
Yeah, we have a lot of music to talk about. Starting with music news, I have 2 articles. Is your news story music related as well?
It is a new song.
Okay. So let me go through what I got first. I only have 2 articles. So one of the I've been listening. I listened to a new single today. That's what I was wanting to say. Rob Zombie released a new single. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, especially after his last album, which is named so stupidly. Let me pull it up actually. It's so weird. Like he's announced a new album. It's going to be a 17-track record called The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy, which is almost
if you just went with lunar injection or injection.
Yeah, like with this cool. Yeah, but here's the other thing. It's not nearly as word vomity out as his last one, called The Electric Warlock Acid Witch Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser.
I hate this man so much. I also hate his movies. I absolutely hate his movies.
I definitely agree with you on his movies. The only movie of his that I have watched that I've enjoyed at all was his first Halloween. I thought his remake was decent at the very least, but then he had to ruin it with H2 being complete garbage. So, but
I forgot that he did those. I was just thinking of like a House of a Thousand Corpses and all
I
that.
hate House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, so
apparently Devil's Rejects is decent. But I have not seen it. I feel really weird when it comes to maybe it's a dumb thing to complain about when you're watching a horror movie, but horror movies that are just very, very mean-spirited, like that's kind of like the point of them. And from what I've gathered, Devil's Rejects is very just brutal for the sake of being brutal, and that's just not really my shtick. I had the same opinion of the first Texas Chainsaw remake that Platinum Dunes did. A lot of people like that one, but I got thrown off because of the sheriff. I thought the sheriff was too over the top. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
No, I'm not really big into horror movies or slasher films, really.
Mm-hmm.
I never have been, but especially when I started playing horror video games, they just didn't do crap for me. Now there are like certain ones like A Quiet Place and like some psychological horror stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are always good movies in almost every genre, but horror is packed with schlock. Halloween is one of my favorite movies of all time, the original. And like I said, the Rob Zombie one is decent, and then H2 sucks. But back to the point, I did listen to the new Rob Zombie single. It is called The Triumph of... sorry. Excuse me. The Triumph of... I'm working on it. The Triumph of King Freak, parentheses, a crypt of preservation and superstition. And I actually liked it. I especially compared to what I tried to listen to of his last record. I thought the production was great. I thought it was actually kind of heavy throughout. And I actually enjoyed it. I would recommend the new Rob Zombie single. It's just, it's a lot better than from the only song that I heard from his last record was, well, everybody's fucking in a UFO. And I'm completely good on listening to that. It was not a good song. This one, I actually do recommend. I am tentatively giving it a thumbs up. I accidentally hit the button that makes your mouse cursor go slower, and I hate my life. So, I do recommend that one. I think it's pretty good. And then, will I listen to the new record? Maybe. If he releases like a couple of singles, the record's coming out on March 12th of the next year. If the next couple of singles are pretty good, I might check it out. I'm not against Rob Zombie's music. I like his older material a lot more than his most recent material. But I think Rob Zombie is capable of making good songs. It's just he doesn't.
Wow, so, that's a Mitch opinion right there.
I mean, what's your overall opinion on Rob? Are there songs that is it kind of like everything? There might be a song or two that you like or can tolerate, but otherwise not really.
I have never done a deep dive on this man at all, so I can't even speak on like an album level. But everything I've heard, I don't like his voice. I don't like the sound.
Yeah, so something. That's something that I actually thought of with this new track. So apparently, for his older studio material, he double tracks his voice, and that's why it has a really weird tone to it. But this one, it doesn't sound like he did that. His voice sounds a lot cleaner than it usually does.
Double tracking is like a normal thing in the studio.
Sometimes. So when it's, for example, the first 4 Metallica records, they double tracked James's voice. That's why there's like a way different like vibe on his vocals from those records versus once they hit the Black Album, because by the time he hits the Black Album, he's a lot more comfortable with his voice. So there's still probably some double tracking here or there, but it's mainly just one take. Me personally, for music that I've been working on recently, I've much more preferred a one take for the most part, and then layering in certain spots. So it just kind of depends on what you're going for. But what Rob apparently did was when he double tracked both layers were at the same volume, so it just kind of had a weird double, like an obvious doubling effect. And I don't think it's on this track. Maybe you should check it out. It might be, you might think it's okay. I don't know. I thought so. Depending on how the next few singles go, I could see myself listening to the new record. The second piece, this is really just kind of one of the headline cool type things. Rob Halford says a duet with Behemoth's Nergal is definitely going to happen.
Do you mean Nergal?
I don't know. Nergal, whatever.
But yeah, I've been hearing about that. Actually, Nigel Thornberry.
Nah. Hey, that's the second episode in a row that Tim Curry got mentioned. But yeah,
I always forget that. Oh my god, I always forget that that's Tim Curry.
Mm-hmm. I forget that a lot too, but it just reminded me. So yeah, Rob Halford wants to work with Nergal. That's kind of cool, I guess. I haven't really listened.
I think it'll be interesting.
I haven't really listened to that band all that much, so who knows? What kind of music news do you have?
Well, before I move on to that, I remember what I was going to say. So you mentioned that, the spookening's happening tomorrow as of this recording. But the more spooky thing's happening on Tuesday. Election day.
The election. Yeah. Vote, guys. It's important.
Not only that, it's my birthday.
Oh, that's a horrible birthday.
Yeah. Pandemic, really terrible election, Mitch's birthday.
Yeah. Yep. That's going to be a great birthday present. So,
yeah, just sitting there watching and just being like, all right, now is the country going to be super on fire or only kind of?
That's pretty much how it is. I saw a meme that was like a worried kid's face, and then it's like me knowing there's going to be a lot of civil unrest next week or something. So yeah, I tried to. Right. We're not going to talk deep politics on here, but I did go try to vote early the other day, like after my leg appointment. I had surgery on the 12th. I went to the doctor's appointment and I asked my aunt, hey, can we pass by the town library? Because that's where it's voting. They had like so many people in line to the point where I'm like, all right, let's just go home. I'm not going to wait around on crutches.
Yeah, that would suck. No, even I voted early a while ago because it opened up at like the beginning of October here in Indiana. At least Bloomington did. Which is my polling place because I still use my parents' address as my home address. And I stood in line for like 3 hours.
Yeah, apparently, what's it called? Marion. Apparently Marion had like 8-hour waits. It is ridiculous.
I mean, it's going to be way worse on actual election day.
Yeah. So, well,
for the people
depends where you're at.
Yeah. But for the people who are able to mail in ballots, you lucky. You're lucky.
I'm so mad. I requested a ballot and then I just forgot. So my mother found I think all of my siblings that are able to vote requested a mail-in ballot, and then I found mine. I was like, oh, I had to send this in by the 22nd. Whoops. So we'll just see how it goes on Tuesday then. Maybe I can play up the fact I'm on crutches. Maybe they'll let me in. So yeah, that's a thing. News.
Yes, Mitchell's music news. Because we are actually recording this slightly later than what we had planned. Peek behind the curtain, me and Ethan weren't feeling up to it on Sunday. And then I work a lot and he has less of a knee now.
Once it heals, I'll have a great knee. But right now, nope, I'm down one leg.
So we're recording this on Friday, the day before. Gojira released a new track.
What?
But don't get too excited. It's an old track that was never released.
Boo.
So
I want a new track.
It's called Inferno. Apparently they wrote it back in 2003. which is the same year that their second album came out, The Link. And I listened to it right before we started our call. It definitely sounds like it belongs on The Link. It's kind of weird, but I'm also not the biggest fan of that album. It's not a bad album. It's just like, out of all the Gojira albums, I think it's the worst one, which is not saying a lot because all their albums are good. So it was all right. It's not something that I was like, oh wow, I was really missing this, but it was just
it was a B-side. So
yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's cool. Is there any news about them dropping a new record yet?
Nope. The closest thing you can get from this is this was shot in their studio live. So I don't know. They're in their studio still.
Gotcha.
And they have their own record label, if you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, maybe not record label. They have their own studio, which is Silver Cord Studios in New York, because Mario and Joe live in the United States now.
Oh, that's kind of cool. It's cool to have your own studio. Like, I tried to do that, but I can't play any music, so it doesn't do me very, very good.
Ooh, another one. Dark Tranquillity released a new track, I believe, today as well, and I listened to that. Loved it. It's still Dark Tranquillity. It's still the Dark Tranquillity I love. So once again, I am excited about this album. Yay.
Sorry, I had to spray my cat with a can of air. He's being a bad boy. Anyway. Liquid oxygen. So yeah, music news pretty light today, but I actually do have a couple things from the movie and television world. I know that you said on, yeah.
I forgot. We mentioned the video game news and of course Cyberpunk being delayed. Somebody made one of the best memes, which was the Cyberpunk 2077, whatever that covered art is, with the main guy's head on there. They took his head and put it on Duke Nukem Forever.
Here's the thing. CD Projekt Red, I know that there's probably a correct way to pronounce that given the way it's spelled, Project or something. I think they would have to bomb pretty hard for it to be compared to Duke Nukem Forever.
100%. They're just making fun of the whole.
Yeah, so I mean, the game has been in developmental hell for years, hasn't it? Like,
I want to say it was announced 2015, but it might have been even earlier than that.
Let's learn a thing.
I forget when that first trailer dropped.
Cyberpunk 2077. I always think it's 2099. This is not telling me when. Oh, it was announced in May 2012.
Ooh, okay.
So it's been a minute.
To be fair, it is also super ambitious.
It is, and the thing is, CD Projekt Red, I don't think they've come out with a bad game, really.
No,
have they?
Really.
Yeah, I mean, they're the Witcher guys, and The Witcher 3 was apparently the best game ever when it was released.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was like Witcher 1 was really good at the time. I've played Witcher 1 all the way through.
Let's stress it at the time.
Yeah, I haven't played Witcher 2, but it was also a really good game at the time. But yeah, Witcher 3 is really good, and I don't think CD Projekt Red has done anything else. They're not like From Software, where From Software is known for Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, but then they have a fucking category of games way before that, and no one knows about it because the Souls series just took off.
Yeah, From Software I think they actually were making games back on the Super Nintendo or something like that.
Yeah, no, they've been around for a while. Apparently, CD Projekt Red's been around since 94, but have literally only released The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, I'm looking at their releases right now. And their first game was The Witcher 2007. That was the dumbest way to say that. 2007, Witcher 2, The Witcher adventure games for phones.
Never even heard of it.
The Witcher Battle Arena for phones. Wild Hunt, Hearts of Stone, Blood and Wine. That was all Witcher 3. Gwent, The Witcher card game. And Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. And Cyberpunk 2077. So
yeah. So
yeah, I don't know.
They're really
it looks
CD
cool.
Projekt Witcher.
It looks cool, but like I can't decide if I'm gonna pre-order that game or not. I think I'm gonna wait.
I'm definitely not pre-ordering.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for reviews. I think that's the safe play when it comes to CD Projekt Red. I believe Far Cry 6 and the next Rainbow Six game have also been delayed, but who cares? And that's.
I mean, I like Rainbow Six, but yeah,
it might not be Rainbow Six, but it was one of the big name shooters. And then Far Cry
Rainbow
6.
6 was delayed. It's Rainbow Six Quarantine. It was like a Halloween. Yeah. They last year they had a Halloween thing in which it took place in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, and it was a weird zombie outbreak thing, and you got to play as the operators. I guess they thought it was good enough to make a standalone game?
Question mark.
I never played it, but my mom, when she found out that there was a game that took place in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, lost her shit. She's from Truth or Consequences.
Interesting.
It's not a well-known town despite the weird-ass name that it has.
I feel like I've heard about it before, but I guarantee that it's because I'm sure it was name-dropped in a Clint Eastwood movie at some point.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I think that's how it goes.
I actually had a different name at one point, and then like a radio talk show host that was really famous said he would visit the town every year if somebody changed it to that. And there you go. And he kept his word. He kept his word every year.
Interesting. So, all right. New movie news. Got two things. I know we briefly discussed the Halloween movies earlier. They just released a new teaser for the next Halloween movie. It is entitled Halloween Kills. I hate the title.
It is a bad title.
It is a bad title, and then the next one after that is called Halloween Ends.
Ooh.
Get some better titles, my dude. Anyway, it's not a huge trailer. It's 30 seconds, but it looks pretty interesting. I guess Nick Castle is going to be part of it a little bit more. He was the original Michael Myers. It still has Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. Apparently, the idea of this movie is so Michael survived, obviously, the last film, spoilers. And he is just kind of out and about now, and he I think the plot revolves around like a manhunt or a mob hunt with like the local populace of Haddonfield, Illinois trying to hunt down Michael, which I think is kind of cool. They did that a little bit in Halloween 4, but it didn't really amount to anything. So I think it's an interesting idea that they could do. And then one of my buddies said, I bet Halloween Ends is just going to be Michael on trial. I'm like, I would watch a 2-hour movie of Michael Myers in a courtroom just doing nothing, because I feel like that would be hilarious. But I just don't know.
Funny.
I just don't know what they can do with another 2 movies plot wise, because they axed every movie but the first one in this particular timeline. So you don't even have
didn't they also get rid of the fact that he's
that they're siblings
with her? Yeah.
Yep, that was established in Halloween 2. So they axed everything after the first movie. And then they kind of cemented it by having a line where it's like, there was a rumor going around that they were brother and sister, right? And her Laurie's granddaughter character says that was just a rumor. It's not true. I'm like, I kind of like that plot point, but recently I've been seeing things saying that giving Michael a reason to kill Laurie is damaging to his character. which is kind of interesting when you think about it. I personally still like the plot point, but I can see where they're coming from. I think Michael is a bit more scary when he's just a literal, like, he's credited as the Shape in the original movie, and he just kind of shows up, kills people, and is gone. So, I don't know. Not sure what they can do for another 2 movies. I'm interested in seeing it, though, because I did like the last film. It didn't really do anything super new, but hopefully Halloween Kills does a little bit more. I'm excited for that. It's coming out on October 15th of next year. It's weird because like 2 days before this teaser was dropped, I was asked, I'm part of the Facebook group known as The Nation for Entertainment Talk Nation on YouTube, Rob Rosado. I was like, anybody have a guess when we'll get another Halloween teaser? I'm like, I kind of feel like we're going to get one around Halloween this year. And I was right. So that is Halloween Kills. And my last thing is they're making a new Godzilla anime. I'm so excited. It's an actual anime.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It is not like the animated movies that Netflix came out with a number of years ago, because those are hot trash. This one is
I thought people liked that one.
No. People hate it. There are people that like it, but I've seen 2 out of the 3 movies, and my God, they are the most boring schlock that I can imagine. Cannot stand them. I don't even want to watch the 3rd movie, and people are like, the 3rd one's the best, just give it a chance. Like, no, I've been bored out of my mind these last 2 films, and they're trying to tease me in. They're trying to pull me in with a teaser, and like, King Ghidorah is going to be in the 3rd one. Fantastic. Is stuff actually going to happen? Because nothing's happened these past 2 movies other than they think they kill one Godzilla, and then another Godzilla who in the background looked more like a mountain woke up and then farted on everybody, and then they died. That was pretty much what happened in the first movie. Spoilers. Then the second movie, absolutely nothing
Angry
happens.
spoilers.
Nothing happens in the second movie. Nothing. Let me reiterate. Nothing happens in the second movie. I wasted an hour and a half, 2 hours of my life. Nothing happens, Mitch. Nothing.
I feel like hear me out. I feel like you have some unresolved issues with this.
Here's the thing. So, I'm sure I've mentioned it to you that I've done riff reviews in the past, a la JonTron, Nostalgia Critic, AVGN type videos. When King of the Monsters came out last year, I was wanting to do another riff review, kind of like to celebrate it. And I ended up wanting to do Godzilla Raids Again. I never did the video. I do have the jokes. Maybe I can actually work on it at some point. And an opening bit for that is like, well, I had the choice of either doing Godzilla Raids Again or Godzilla Earth. Planet Godzilla. What is that called? Is it Godzilla Monster Planet? That's what it's called. I had a choice of doing Godzilla Raids Again or Godzilla Monster Planet, but that would involve having to rewatch Godzilla Monster Planet. So it was bad. I'm sure eventually I'll watch the 3rd one, but I'm not interested really. So this anime, it's an actual 2D anime except for the monsters. The monsters are going to be in 3D. It's a 13 episode anime scheduled to appear in April 2021, and then it's probably going to turn out to just be an April Fool's joke, which will make me sad. But they released a trailer for it the other day, and it was awesome. It was so cool. I'm excited. It's called Godzilla Singular Point. I am mega excited. The premise is Godzilla Singular Point features brand new staff and original story, which depicts young geniuses Mai Kamino, a female researcher, and Yun Arakawa, I'm sure I pronounced those greatly, a male engineer, as they take on unprecedented threat with their companions. Monsters appear and things get destroyed, essentially. So I'm excited for it. I think that's going to be really cool. I'm a big Godzilla nut, and excited. I'm still waiting for... I really wish
that the last 2 movies were good, though. The live-action ones.
They were good. Godzilla 2014 was actually like a decent Godzilla movie. I didn't really like how they killed off Bryan Cranston super early, but I liked it well enough. And then King of the Monsters was just kind of a popcorn movie. It was stupid, but I had fun with it. I liked the Godzilla. I liked the monster action. I wish I could say I liked the characters any more than the first movie, but I didn't. So I'm very conflicted about King of the Monsters. I like it in terms of I find it to be entertaining, but they also wasted Millie Bobby Brown. She did nothing in that movie. So I don't know. That's another movie I could probably do a riff review on, but we'll see. I'm still waiting for a King Kong versus Godzilla trailer. That movie's supposed to come out. Well, it was supposed to come out this year. Actually, let me see. Kong versus Godzilla. Yeah, well, it's Godzilla versus Kong. My bad. It's been delayed from 2020 to 2021, but I guess it's coming out in May, and we haven't even gotten a teaser of it.
Nope.
Which was a problem with King of the Monsters. Well, no, it was the opposite problem with King of the Monsters. King of the Monsters had so many teasers start coming out that you could. It showed a lot. So I don't know. I'm kind of. They need to start hyping the movie up if they're really wanting it to do well, assuming that all this chaos blows over by May, which I'm skeptical of. But it also sucks because my local theater closed down for good. So now I have to go find somewhere else, which is a bummer. I guess Millie Bobby Brown is in this movie too, which means that they're somewhat continuing the last movie, which I'm upset about, unless if they actually do something interesting.
They won't.
But Big Monkey.
Excuse me, he's a gorilla.
There's Big Monkey fights lizard breath. I can only think of monkey. Actually, what did you think of Kong Skull Island? Did you watch that one?
I mean, I watched it when it came out, so I was like, small. I don't know how small. When did that come out?
That came out in 2017? Yeah, it came out February 2017. Well, March. But
okay,
I liked it.
I'm thinking of a different movie.
It has Samuel L. Jackson.
No, I'm sorry. I was confusing it with the one that had Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Pardon?
Okay, give me a second.
I don't think Leonardo DiCaprio has been in a King Kong movie.
I'm almost.
Are you thinking of Inception?
No. Yes.
That'd be really weird. That'd be a weird one to get confused with.
I looked up King Kong movie, Leonardo DiCaprio, and the first thing that pops up is The Departed.
Yeah, that's the same movie. The Departed and King Kong are the same plot.
Okay.
Are you thinking of Peter Jackson's King Kong?
Maybe.
It has Jack Black in it.
I feel real dumb.
And Adrian Brody.
I may have confused Leonardo DiCaprio and Jack Black.
Jesus, that's not a thing.
I really like Leonardo DiCaprio in The School of Rock.
Do that. I caught that joke.
Yeah, I didn't see Skull Island. I saw the Peter Jackson King Kong.
It's another popcorn movie. I think it's more enjoyable as a plot wise than Godzilla. But it was good. I thought it was good. It was very funny. It's one of the times that I actually found John C. Reilly to be funny.
I just want to clarify that one had like dinosaurs and giant bugs in it, right?
Yes, the Peter Jackson's King Kong had that. So that's kind of a staple in most King Kong movies, except for the 76 remake with Jeff Bridges. That movie sucks.
To be fair,
anyway,
I haven't really seen any kaiju movies.
I can definitely give you kaiju movie recommendations. That is definitely my shtick. I liked Pacific Rim 1. Pacific Rim 2 was pretty garbo. But I recommend the first one. The second one actively killed brain cells. So stay away from that one. I don't know. It's kaiju's real hit and miss. But Guillermo del Toro, however you say his name, did the first Pacific Rim. I think he did the second one too, but as stated, it's bad. So Yeah, a lot more movie discussion today.
Before we get going,
Mm-hmm.
I will be right back. I just need to take my meds.
Oogie.
All right. So
we're back. Be glad that I'm editing out what we just talked about.
I wish I could edit out that in which we talked about, even though I am a medical person.
Yeah, super fun. Anyway, so we have a lot of music to talk about. I was not really wanting to front load so much news and discussion, but we got into a tangent, and then Godzilla got brought up, and like that's my baby. So I'm gonna be starting things out today. Mitchell gave me this was a lot different because we both gave each other 2 albums. Give me 1 second.
5th episode special.
Yes, 5th episode special. We got 2 records. I was given 2 albums by the absolutely legendary Opeth. I received Blackwater Park and Ghost Reveries, albums that I've been told for years that I should actually listen to. It's kind of funny, in the past couple of weeks, via Time Hop or Facebook Memories, I guess 3 years ago, I did listen to the title track of Blackwater Park, because I've had it. It's one of the 3 or 4 Opeth songs I downloaded completely legally onto my phone.
Completely legally?
Completely legally. A number of years ago. It was that, Death Whispered a Lullaby, and Deliverance. And then I really picked up on Death Whispered a Lullaby. I actually covered that on my YouTube channel. Good song, good record. Previous to this, the only Opeth record I have listened all the way through was Damnation. So now I've got 3 of them under my belt, and I will be going in release order. So we're going to start off on Blackwater Park. First of all, Mitch, do you have anything to say to me before we begin?
You better fucking like these, because literally it's like, come on, man.
Okay.
Don't hurt
I mean,
me like that.
Obviously I can, I think I'll just front load that. Yes, I did enjoy both of these records immensely. I did not get to listen to them as much as I typically do. So like I said earlier, I had surgery. So I usually listen to music and podcasts and stuff like that at work. And I'm just now getting my brain to accept, hey, we can just chill and listen to stuff on the couch. You don't have to be doing something. So I
it's
only
nice
listened
to do too.
Yeah, I only listened to the records 2 times over instead of my normal 3 or 4. But I did take extensive notes to try and back that up. So I did enjoy both records. Between the 2, I think I like Ghost Reveries a hair more. But we'll go into some specifics, and I have my ratings as usual. So we will begin. Since I'm reading from my notes, obviously sometimes we'll have some dead spots, and I'll be sure to carve those out as I usually do. So Blackwater Park. Let me actually pull it up here in Spotify, just so I have all the songs and stuff fresh in my head. So on my first listen, I listened out in my living room with my Behringer headphones, and something that did help a lot, because there were a couple songs I didn't like on my first listen, or at least I didn't like as much as others. When I listened to it yesterday through my studio monitors, a lot better. I originally on my listen with headphones, I felt like the drums were mixed very quietly. So I'm not sure what that means of the EQ curve on those set of headphones, but I can't find any information about it. So weird EQ on that set of headphones, but through my studio monitors, I thought the record sounded really good. It has really good production. And then Ghost Reveries is even better on production, in my opinion. So Blackwater Park starts off really hot and heavy with the Leper Affinity. Like I said, just based on this track, I immediately love the tone on this album. The guitars and bass mesh very smoothly, and I enjoy that a lot. Already mentioned that I liked the drums on my second listen. It's just on my headphones, the snare and the kick sounded really, really quiet compared to everything else, but that was alleviated.
That is weird.
Yeah, it just depends on all headphones have their own like EQ curves, so that might have been carving out some of where the kick drum and the snare lives. So like in your like your 100 hertz and like 1K region could have a little bit of a dip. But I don't know.
Right.
I tried emailing Behringer to be like, hey, yo, you guys know what the EQ curve on these dang old headphones are? And never got a response. So thanks, Germans. And I'm just messing around. I do like Behringer a lot. A lot of people give them crap, but I enjoy them. Olkerfelt. Huh? Did I say it right? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Michael Olkerfelt?
Watch somebody's, it's Mikkel Ockerfelt.
Mikkel Olkerfelt. His growls are great.
Everyone calls him Michael Ockerfelt.
Anyway, I'll just say Michael or Mikkel or Michael. His vocals are great. I absolutely love his growls. But I already kind of knew that previously because I've listened to older Bloodbath, and he is the vocalist on those first two records, I believe. And his growls are just really, really unique, very dry, but also gurgly. I think I've described them as chunky. Very, very cool, harsh vocals.
Damn boy, them vocals.
Them thick. Them thick. Although I listened to some recent live recordings of them.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. No, we don't talk about that.
Maybe it's why he doesn't want to growl anymore.
There are some theories behind that, but for the most part, in terms of interviews, he constantly is just like, 1, please stop for the love of God asking me why we were no longer a metal band. 2, he was like, I just didn't feel I could do anything more with death metal that sounded good to me. And when he said
AKA, I think his voice started cracking, and he's like, let's not do this anymore. Let's do prog rock.
I want to interject one fun fact about this record, though there are a couple of other records. I don't know if you know who Steven Wilson is.
I do. I know that he helped produce this record, and then he's also in one of the songs. I don't know who he is, though.
Okay, so Steven Wilson is kind of like a modern prog rock legend.
Okay.
And so, him and Michael are like best friends. They actually did an album together that's just him and Michael, called Storm Corrosion. And it is really haunting and really good and really creepy and eerie.
Okay.
I'm very experimental.
Check that out.
That's beside the point. He basically, Still Life was a thing, a record that Opeth did. Steven Wilson heard it, loved it, basically got in touch with Michael and was like, hey, I want to be on your records. I also want to produce them. So we're doing that. And so he's not only on Blackwater Park, he's also on Deliverance and Damnation.
Okay, I was unaware.
Multiple songs. But yeah, he mixed and mastered it. Since you don't know who Steven Wilson is, he is the lead singer of Porcupine Tree.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of Porcupine Tree,
which is like prog metal, but also kind of, it's that same where it's like, it's that area where it's like, is this metal or is this just really, really heavy rock?
Gotcha.
I don't know. I really enjoy Steven Wilson's solo stuff personally. But that's just me.
Yes. So yeah. All right. I mean, I have heard of Porcupine Tree, so maybe I've heard of Steven Wilson as well. But yes, he did produce this record, and he is featured on the song Bleak, which I actually didn't even realize there was a guest spot on that. Until I was going through the lyrics for this and the last record, Native Construct. I've been going on to genius.com because it also, like, most of the time has some good insights about what songs are about and a lot of good information. So I do name drop Genius in my notes from time to time. Kind of weird though, didn't have a lot of stuff about Ghost Reveries. At least song by song. There were whole sections of songs that just didn't have any info. Like, interesting. Anyway, so the Leper Affinity, I really, really enjoyed it. According to Genius.com, the song is about like a strained relationship, possible BDSM undertones as well. Didn't really catch lyrics until I was listening with them yesterday. Something I really liked about this song was in the beginning and near the end, they actually played with the panning of the vocals. So at the beginning, sometimes Michael's vocals are coming out of the more of the left ear, and then they kind of switch it to the right ear, when usually vocals are very panned center for the most part. So I just kind of thought in terms of like mixing, that was an interesting choice. I liked that a lot. And then around 8:30 before the piano section, it was a toe tapper, headbanger. I liked it a lot. Leper Affinity, great way to start the record. Then we go over to Bleak, which is the song that I just mentioned that has Steven Wilson as a guest spot. Lyrically, it's about somebody killing their cheating lover and dumping their body into lake, according to Genius. Kind of caught that in the lyrics. Could not be. Give or take some information. I do really like Steven's guest vocals in this song. Like I said, my first listen through, I had no idea. But now that I know and I'm actually like listening to it and paying attention, I really like the way that their vocals blend. It's very, very interesting. The song, the instrumentation throughout this track is absolutely wonderful. You have changes between atmospheric sounding acoustic sections and absolutely murderous backdrops for Ackerfeldt's growls in the first half. The section in solo at about 6, I wrote down that at 6:10 is pogged beyond belief because YouTube is ruining my language. And I love the groove in this song. And I really liked the broken, bit crushed sounding guitar outro. It had a nice texture leading into Harvest. Harvest is a rather bleak acoustic ballad, detailing the final moments of the narrator of the song's life, wishing to have somebody by his side while he dies and hoping he will be remembered. Song is bleak, but the music is very, very captivating, along with the vocal delivery. I really enjoy the melodies as well as the vocal patterns he does. I think that's something that Ackerfeldt does very, very well throughout these two records. He has very, I don't want to liken it to like pop hooks when it comes to like vocal delivery, but there are moments where it's like, wow, that was a really cool way of delivering that line. The chorus is a good example of that, with bouncy patterns and very pleasing rhyme structures. I should have the lyrics open to that because there was a specific thing that with Ghost Reveries, I actually typed out lyrics. And I really do like the delivery of the chorus, the halo of death, all I see is departure, mourner's lament, but it is me who's the martyr. Just a very, very cool way to deliver those lines. Really enjoyed Harvest. Album is 2 thumbs up so far. We go into The Drapery Falls, which was the lead single off the record, and received, according to Genius, it did receive some radio play after they had a 5-minute and 5-second cut instead of the 10 minutes, 52 seconds. I love the opening bass line and the tone. While looking through the lyrics, and I kind of agree with what Genius says, that it has no cut and dry thing about this, what the song is about, but they kind of said it's about depression, loss, or guilt from murdering. I lean towards the just overall depression angle. If you have some sort of better knowledge about that, please feel free to let me know. I don't know if you have any insight of what the Drapery Falls is about per se.
I do not, but it is possibly my favorite song off the entire album.
It is a great song. I don't think I specified what song was my favorite on this. I did in Ghost Reveries while typing stuff out. Drapery, I actually like a number of songs on this album. Like, I don't know if I can pick a favorite. I can pick a song that might be my least favorite. Not that I dislike the track, and we'll come up to that shortly. Really like the Drapery Falls. It's about 11 minutes of just straight prog, sections switching to new ideas over and over effortlessly. Nothing ever starts to feel old, because by the time it does, it's already switched to a new section. The only complaint I have is, while following along with the lyrics, sometimes Michael's growls can be a little on the under-enunciated side. where it's like, oh, he skipped over like 3 words that I didn't catch that were supposed to be said. But otherwise, that's the only complaint that I can have about the Drapery Falls. Now, Dirge for November, on my first listen, I did not like it. I don't know. I did not really know why. Keep in mind, my first listen was on headphones. Maybe the mix was just affected too badly, but I don't like the beginning. I'm not a fan of Michael's sung vocals at the beginning of this track. It sounds like he's almost straining his voice, which is possibly intentional. I'm just not a fan of how that goes. The song does get better as it goes, though. Once the heavier sections kick in, I do like the song, but it has just the opening doesn't really do much for me. I would probably say that Dirge for November is my least favorite song on the record. Not that it's bad, it's just not as good as some of the other songs. IMO. Did you have something to say about that?
I absolutely adore that song, especially the intro. But for a long time, I actually thought Dirge for November and whatever the next track is, which I forgot
the
name
Funeral Portrait.
Yes, I actually thought they were one song. Because they bleed in really well together.
I guess I didn't notice that.
It's more like it's more like, you know, Dirge for November ends and it gets really quiet, and then it slowly builds up into
Funeral Portrait.
Okay. And that build up almost feels bleedy-ish.
Okay. There is definitely a couple of songs in Ghost Reveries that does that really well too. I guess I just didn't catch it. So that's my bad if I did. Funeral Portrait is great. It's a great track. It has some a lot of groove, and it's a genuine head bobber. Lyrically, it's another song about upcoming death. Not much to say about this one, other than it's fairly catchy, and I do enjoy it. Good song. The following track after that is Patterns in Ivy, and it's a surprisingly short track at about 1:50, where almost every other track is pushing 6 minutes or longer, which I think is kind of par for the course for Opeth. It's a short instrumental. I'm indifferent about it. Nothing negative to say, but nothing like it's okay.
You might be interested to know there's a Patterns in the Ivy too.
Yes, I saw that on Genius.com, but as the track is not in the
it's a bonus track.
Yeah, it's a bonus track. It does not appear on Spotify, so I did not listen to it. I probably will in my spare time.
It's a good track, especially. I don't know why they didn't include it in the album. I mean, obviously it's on the special edition, but I think it would follow up really well with Patterns. Ooh, excuse me, hiccup. Patterns in the Ivy. That being said, it's still a good track. To add a Funeral Portrait, I really enjoy the final vocals, the clean vocals at the very end of the song. I absolutely love that. It reminds me of a track on My Arm's Your Hearse, which is their third album. They have a song called Win, and there's just a vocal part that like gets me every time, and I'm like, oh, I love this. Also, you should check out Demon of the Fall, because that's like one of their most popular tracks.
Okay. I'm trying to remember Funeral Portrait. Is that the one that's you wait by the window, morning's breath on the sill? Or is that another track? I know that's definitely I have it pulled up. It could be Bleak. Could be Bleak. Beating heart
here,
still.
I'm pulling it up now.
I mean, I have it up. I could take a listen to it real quick. Just a second, folks. Yep, that's it. We sussed it out, folks. Drapery Falls. I do like that song a lot. It's a great track. And then it was very
amazing
good
live when I saw them live. The 1 out of 5 times
I should catch Opeth next time they roll through.
I really man, I wish we had done this earlier. like, when we were talking about doing this, because they came by in February. That was actually the last live concert I did. And it's
a great one to end it on.
Yeah. They did, I think, like 4 or 5 tracks off of their newest record. And then they did 1 track off of each record from Blackwater Park on up.
Okay.
And like, no, actually, I think, did they? No, because I'm pretty sure they did Demon of the Fall. I'm going to say they didn't, but like they did, I think they did the Leper Affinity, and then I'm pretty sure they did Ghost of Perdition. And then I'm not going to name the other ones. I just felt like naming the 2 from the albums we're discussing. But it was a really good concert. But there's never been a bad Opeth concert I have been to. I have seen them, I think, 4 or 5 times now live, and each time it's a brand new set list. Like, I mean, granted, they have like 14 albums to pick from. But yeah, the first time I saw them was in 2012, and they played with Catatonia. And I
have heard of Catatonia. Can you answer me a thing real quick?
Yes, go.
Do you know what is the Candlelight Years, like a compilation of their first few records? It's on Spotify. It's 3 discs, which is, I'm assuming, the first track on disc 1 is In the Mist She Was Standing. Last one is Into the Frost of Winter. The first one on 2 is Advent.
Wait, did you say the Candlelight records?
The Candlelight Years.
Okay. I wonder if I think that might just be their first 3 albums. Because gotcha. I'm pretty sure they were under Candlelight Records.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was just curious because I was going through I was going back to Ghost Reveries on their Spotify. Yeah, and then what can I say? I mean, what can I say about the title track, Blackwater Park? That hasn't been said before. It slaps. I don't think I can go into any much more detail. It's a great song. There's nothing bad about it. I liked it a lot.
Just the closing, like, growl of like Sunsets Forever on Blackwater Park.
Yes, I see. When I first listened to it, I didn't catch that lyric. And that's just such a killer way to end the record.
And then it just outro. It's like there's no like going quieter, and then some comes in, which they like to do a lot, which is fine. But it's just like heavy guitars, and then the last like few seconds, it just like cuts all the heaviness, and it's just that nice finger-picked acoustic guitar. I can never get over how good of a music writer Michael Ockerfeldt is.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I love it a lot. I'm definitely going to be listening to more Opeth.
Yes.
I listened to a little bit of their most recent record, and I was surprised. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I listened to the first 5 tracks, something like that. It's just a post-metal Opeth. The only experience I have is listening to Sorceress when it came out, the title track, and I just didn't really like it that well. It kind of reminded me of like stoner rock, or like.
Oh, so you didn't even listen to the full album? You just listened to.
No, I listened to Sorceress. I didn't like it, so I was like, I'll pass.
There are good. There are definitely good songs on there.
Gotcha. And when it comes to rating Blackwater Park, it's really, really great. I don't think I can give it a 10, just because there are parts that I don't personally like as much. I'm going to
tell you this right now. I'm going to meet you at a Texas Roadhouse parking lot, and we're going to throw hands.
Okay, so because of that, I actually I don't want to have gimmick infringement. But I'm going to steal Fantano's rating system for a second. I'm feeling like a strong 8 to a light 9 on Blackwater Park. It's fantastic. Fantastic record. Well, you'll probably like my rating for Ghost Reveries even more. I really, really liked it. Maybe I could be convinced to give it a strong 9. It is a fantastic record. I am glad that you made me listen to it. It's absolutely good. It's just the very beginning of the Dirge for November. Just kind of I wasn't big
which
into
is funny
that.
because I absolutely love that. I love that opening.
It's not that it's bad. It's just for some reason it doesn't grip me all that much. I can't really put it into strong words why, which is bad because that's the whole point of this podcast. But so yeah, Blackwater Park. I think I'm gonna switch it to a strong 9. Great record. I liked it a lot. Ghost.
There you go. That's better. Now I'm only going to throw
You
Texas
wouldn't hit a
Roadhouse rolls at you instead of throwing hands in the parking lot.
Fair enough. And then
CTV
Ghost
has
Reveries
taught me
was the
differently.
second record. Straight up, I liked this record even more than Blackwater Park. I thought it was fantastic. Great album. And I completely understand the memes my friends made about Ghost of Perdition, like punching you in the face at 8 seconds. It's like, oh, the beginning of Ghost of Perdition, and then 8 seconds hits, and like there's an explosion or something. For some reason, that was a running joke among some of my band friends. I don't know. Great opener. Starts off strong with like absolutely fantastic production. I love the tone and the production of this record even more than Blackwater. It sounds great. And Perdition specifically, I really enjoy the vocal hooks and the clean spots. You have to live before you die young. Like, I really like the way that's delivered. And since I was typing the stuff live as I was listening to it, I like Michael singing a lot more in this record than I did in Blackwater. Not that I didn't like it in Blackwater, I did, but I think it's just mixed a little bit better. And perhaps a remaster of Blackwater could improve the issues I have of it. Who knows? Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. Not that it needs much improving. And I love the chuggy parts after the solo, and I love the toms in The Ghost of Perdition. Absolutely great song. And we continue into The Bang of the Hounds, which is starts off very groovy, and it sinks into your brain like much like the teeth of an attacking hound. See what I did there? Lyrically, I think the song is very different than almost every other song off of like Blackwater or Ghost Reveries. I'm not sure how to put it. It has a very different vibe in terms of like what he's talking about, what's happening. It's just, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like tonally it feels a lot different. The types of words he's using, or maybe it could be as simple as Genius just making the formatting weird on their website. I don't know. I'm a dumb man. Still a great song. I like the way that the kick and the bass mesh together in the cleaner break of the track at about 3:30ish, and just a really, really good song. I like it a lot. It is not the longest. I thought it was the longest track for a second, but nope, that is Reverie, Harlequin Forest. We will get to that shortly. An in general note I have down, I do love the contrast in this record when it comes to the heavy sections and the clean sections. Everything just sounds fantastic, and it really, really goes well together. Something that I liked in The Bang of the Hounds, there is a repeated lyric early on called Beneath the Mire. He says Beneath the Mire, yada, yada, yada. And the next song is called Beneath the Mire. I thought it was kind of a cool foreshadowing thing. I'm not sure. Something that Genius was saying, and you can let me know if I'm wrong. Ghost Reveries was planned to be a full-blown concept record, but then that kind of fell through by the time this was released.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, so some songs kind of feed into others while other songs don't. So I kind of agree with that when I'm just listening to everything and looking through the lyrics. Not everything quite correlates, but there are some songs that do. So yeah, that was kind of cool that he called forward to the next title track. The song, again, has a really nice groove and a very interesting solo in the beginning that's either in a key or a scale that I'm unfamiliar with, but it sounds kind of Egyptian. I don't know. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah, 100%.
I liked it. Strangely, it's a song that has no lyrical meanings on Genius. Nobody broke this song down at all. I have no idea what it's about, but I like it. And almost kinda, if you squint hard and you're listening, at about 7 minutes, it almost feels genty. It almost does. It's very.
I will have to listen to that.
It's very interesting.
Bring into this one, because there's a part in this song I absolutely love and wish they had continued it further. It starts at 5:30. And it just, the riff with the vocals is amazing. It's the actual ripped in vocals start around 5:43-ish, but it's the part that goes, Web for Sol. Well, never mind. Cut that out. That was out of tune.
Well, I'm listening to it right now. Oh yeah, absolutely. Sounds great. Let me make sure my timing thing was it. Yeah, at about 7 minutes is what it feels almost genty-ish. So for the next track, Atonement was a song that I didn't like on my first listen. But on my second listen, I enjoy the very beginning of the song. I like the tones. It's just
it's definitely my least favorite for sure on the record.
I agree. The lyrics and the singing don't really do anything for me, but I like the music, but it does get a little repetitive, interestingly,
yeah.
Which never happened in Blackwater Park. But Atonement, it's not bad. It's just my least favorite track on the record, kind of like the Dirge for November on the previous album.
But unlike this one, you were wrong about Dirge, so it's fine.
I can't be wrong. It's just an opinion.
No, that's not how this works.
We follow that up with the longest track on the record, Reverie / Harlequin Forest. Like I said, it's the longest song on the record. I do like the immediate start. It kind of blends from Atonement just directly into the track. I like it a lot. Lyrically, we have some callbacks to the earlier songs. He hears the hounds. Then my notes mention the fact what we already went through, that the record was supposed to be a concept, but it didn't really. I like the vocal melody in the beginning before the first set of harsh vocals kicks in, and then the song just kind of continues the trend of this record by being super groovy throughout the entire track, and I love it. They do be grooving, though. They do be grooving.
This song live fucking slaps, man. I've heard it twice live, like me being there. Great. And one of those was at Red Rock, which, if you didn't know, I went to that concert. It's at Colorado, Red Rock Amphitheater. The lineup, so you can be jealous. Devin Townsend was opening. Gojira, Opeth.
That is quite the lineup.
That was an amazing lineup. Granted, they also played in Indianapolis, but somebody didn't like Devin Townsend and Opeth at the time. So, he didn't go.
Interesting.
But by that, I mean you. I went out to Colorado and watched it live there. And there's a live recording DVD of both the Gojira set and the Opeth set.
Right. I believe one of the Nail the Mix things was from that. They pulled...
that's right. You did do that. And it was that.
Yeah, they pulled their version of Sorceress, I believe, on that. I never downloaded it because that wasn't the contest song. It was just a bonus. The contest for that month was Leprous, the song Slaves. Right. Really good track. I like that one a lot. Anyway, we follow up Reverie, Harlequin Forest with Hours of Wealth. Hours of Wealth was another song I wasn't huge into on my first listen, but looking through the lyrics, it kind of changed my mind. I like it. Lyrically, it's about depression, but it ends on kind of a positive note. He's like, eventually I'm going to kick this and I'm going to get back into the swing of things. And I like it. I do like Hours of Wealth. It's a good track. The Grand Conjuration is a song that I didn't really remember off the top of my head. Like after I was done listening to both records, it was kind of hard for me to pick out riffs, which I think is kind of a common thing for me when it comes to prog, just because it's always changing so much. So it's hard to kind of remember. But as soon as Grand Conjuration kicked, I was like, oh, yeah. I remember this riff slapped, and the vocal patterns, melodies slapped. It's an excellent track. I think Grand Conjuration is my favorite on the album. I really like the contrast.
And children.
What's that?
It's about Satan. It's about Satan children.
Mm-hmm. And I really like the contrast between the sung verses and the growled choruses in the first half of the song. Really, really good. I liked it a lot. And then we end on a track called Isolation. It's a pretty instrumental, especially for a song that's as kind of down as it is. It's about a guy basically finding his ex-significant other's suicide note. And I don't know. It's kind of I don't feel like Isolation is a good closer. I feel like they could have closed on something else and it would have kind of tied up the album a little bit better. But not a bad track. And I did not really dislike any of the songs on this album. It's fantastic. If I was going by Fantano's like thing that I was stealing, like a strong 9 to a light 10. Absolutely great. I liked it just a hair more than Blackwater Park, but it's pretty much neck and neck. Fantastic records. I am sad to say that it took me this long to listen to Opeth, but I did it.
Especially with all the yelling I've done at you.
Yes. So I finally did it, and it's really, really good. And I'm excited. I'm going to start listening to a bit more of them. Probably not until I go back to work, but
fair.
Yeah, but it's good.
There's not a record that I can't say I don't love by them. Heritage is probably my least favorite. It has nothing to do with the fact that it was a prog rock record and the departure from metal. I just don't think that it flows very good. It feels very disjuncted to me when it comes from song to song to song.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. If I was going to tell you the next ones to listen to, I'd probably say My Arms, Your Hearse, and Still Life. But,
gotcha.
Deliverance and Damnation are great. You obviously know Watershed's good because you love that one track. I always forget which one it
Heritage
is.
Or Heir Apparent.
Yeah, Heir Apparent.
Great song. It's been a minute since I've listened to I don't know if I've ever listened to the whole thing, but I've listened to a lot of it. I'll probably finish it at some point. But yeah, definitely gonna listen to some more, and I'm probably gonna finish off their most recent record. If I do listen to any more in the next couple of days. I got up to Next of Kin, which is the 4th track, and I was really liking it. It basically just sounded like the soft sections in Ghost Reveries and Blackwater Park. Better than Sorceress, so I liked it.
You are listening to the English version, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you didn't know, they actually did 2 recordings.
Mm-hmm.
One of them with English lyrics and one of them with Swedish lyrics.
Yeah.
I've listened to both. They sound the same. They're both good. It's just one of them I can't understand. So that's it. If I was going to recommend another clean one that wasn't Damnation, it would be Pale Communion. Otherwise, those 2 metal ones I said. But just to give my opinion, besides the fact that I absolutely love Opeth, and that younger high school Mitch was a dumbass. I cannot phrase that enough. I used to hate Opeth when I was like younger metal Mitch. But I was also listening to like Machine Head and Disturbed. So what am I going to do?
So you were wrong anyway.
Yeah. But I constantly go back and I'm like, how could you hate Gojira and Opeth? Why did no one beat you up? You deserve to be beat up for your bad opinions. But it took listening to Lotus Eater for me to fall in love with Opeth. But the more that I became a music snob, in the worst terminology I can use, just diving into music and learning about theory and blah 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 and using my classical background, whatever, the more I loved him. I mean, he's a great lyricist. He speaks English better than a lot of Americans I know, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And he knows a lot more words than other people I know. And just the way he writes music, and I don't know how much the rest of the band writes music in there. I don't know how much they play a part. I just know he is a good source of the writing.
Right.
And maybe they just add their own ideas, clean it up themselves, put their little spins on it. Or maybe it is a full band collab. I don't know, but they are brilliant at what they do. They put on amazing live shows. He's hilarious to watch live, by the way, because he does just a bunch of dry humor.
Yeah.
And it's
great. I from when I looked up their more recent live things, I was looking up like multiple versions of Heir Apparent, and he likes to joke on stage, which is really cool. I also I don't know if you saw when I posted it, but on Facebook when I was on genius.com, I'll send it to you in the Facebook message real quick. I just found it very, very funny. I just like Michael Ackerfeld. Genius.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. I like the one I sent you. Which is,
I've seen that one. I'm not sure if that's grammatically correct, but I do hope you had a good time, son.
I loved it. I've also sent that to a bunch of my metalhead friends, especially the ones that listen to prog metal. I was like, man, this guy's it doesn't hurt when somebody's living the dreams that you wish you could.
Yeah. I know there's a couple of Opeth memes that I've seen based on Michael. The floor is growls, and he's like floating across the thing. Yeah.
The other one that I've always liked is it was MAGA hats, but it was make Opeth growl again.
Yep, I saw that one. There was one where it had SpongeBob holding the head of Ackerfeld in a cage and said, "It growled at me."
Yeah. So yeah, I love the community around Opeth, except for the very often moments that they get toxic because big scary.
Why don't they growl?
Growls no more.
No growls.
Where's the growls, man? I also loved it because there was a track on the newest one where it almost sounded like he growled, and like every person's like, "Oh my god, did you hear that? Oh my god, there might be growls on this album. Holy shit, fuck!" And I was like, "All right, man, like calm down. He's already said he's not doing that anymore. Breathe."
Maybe because he
can't. No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. I have friends that are like, "No, he still sounds good." I'm like, I don't know if we were at the same live show, man, even though you were standing right next to me.
It was.
I don't absolutely hate it, but
the 2018 version of Heir Apparent that I watched, it was kind of rough. It was rough.
They're at the Red Rock one. There's like he does Ghost of Perdition and Reverie.
Yeah.
And though they never refer to it as Reverie, they always refer to it as Harlequin Forest. But those were two of the songs they did. And it's like you listen to one, you're like, "Oh man, he's back," and then you'll listen to the other one and you're like, oh no.
Well, he was doing okay.
Yeah. So,
I can't say anything because I've had my voice blow in the middle of a set before.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely isn't like back when like Blackwater Park started and Ghost Reveries, because you can listen to the Roundhouse tapes, which is a live concert, and my god, the growls are like just like the albums.
Yeah, there's a live Bloodbath record from Haken in 2006, and he was doing vocals on there, and he sounded pretty good. And then you listen to the other live record they did with their vocalist at the time, and dear God, it was horrible.
Yeah, I think it's just so something of. I mean, he apparently smokes a lot. Who knows if he ever had a proper technique?
Right.
Just
because I mean,
it could just
Matt Heafy had great sounds back in the day, but he even admits he was screaming wrong. So I've also been.
I'm glad it didn't affect all of his vocals, because I mean that guy has a great singing voice.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah, I love the band so much. Like, I do wish they would go back to their death metal stuff, but like,
you never know. Maybe he ends up listening to Archspire or something. He's like, okay, it's time to do technical death metal.
Funny enough, I read a news article way back in the when where somebody, of course, asked him, "Why do you guys growl anymore?" And he was just like, "Yeah, we're not. I just don't think we can do anything more with progressive death metal." But he's like, if we did do death metal, I want to do straight blast beat death metal. Let's go.
I'd be cool with it. I mean, Opeth comes out with like a complete cover of Tomb of the Mutilated by Cannibal Corpse.
There we go. He also is like gone on record and being like, I don't even listen to modern metal anymore. So
that's kind of a shame. He's missing out. There's a lot of good modern stuff.
So yeah, I mean, you know, I've heard that from Devin Townsend. I've heard that from a lot of people. And I'm just like, man, come on now. There's good stuff out there. Yeah, I'm glad that you like the records. I figured you would, but you know, there's always that chance that you were just like,
I didn't get it.
It's too complex, man. Oh, the times. Actually, he plays in 6/8/4/4 a lot, but whatever.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't. It's prog, but it's definitely not like pretentious and look what we can do. That's just what rubs me the wrong way a lot of the times. Some bands can pull it off. Like I said, I recently got into Archspire, and they're definitely, their whole shtick is, hey, look what we can do.
Right.
But yeah. Mitchell,
Mr. Carpenter,
did you listen to and definitely enjoy? Please.
I listened to a bunch of environmentalists bang some trash cans is what I listened to.
Bang some trash cans? This isn't
bang
Saint
some
Anger.
Trash can. It's just no, Ethan decided to give me, because he's like, yeah, man, you know what's really good? Some genital mutilation.
I didn't give you that album. I did not give you Monolith of Inhumanity, though that is a great record as well.
You almost did.
It's just the one song. I almost did. It's just the one song.
It's just the one song.
I mean, their early stuff has a lot more of like the Cannibal Corpse style, testicular manslaughter. I'd never even heard of this song, Pedestrians.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he gave me Cannibal Corpse. God damn it. They're the same band.
They are not the same band at all.
He gave me Cattle Decapitation. And you gave me Death Atlas, and
you can do it.
Anthropocene.
The Anthropocene Extinction.
Yeah. I did that off the top of my memory, so I'm proud of myself. Because let's be honest, folks, when has Mitch ever taken notes? Today, actually, guys, I have 2 lines of notes, and one of them was about the Gojira track.
Yeah.
So I have 1 Cannibal Decap note. Ethan, I'm mad. I'm mad that you gave these to me. And do you know why I'm mad?
Why are you mad?
Because it's another one of those, why the fuck did I hate this band? They are actually really good.
Yes! Good! Yes! I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
I figured you would be.
Did you listen to Release Order? Anthropocene and then Death Atlas?
Yeah, I listened to Death Atlas last. I did 2 full spins over the past 5 days. Unfortunately, for some reason last week, I just wasn't really listening to music at home for some reason.
I totally get it.
And unlike you, I do not use Spotify. I refuse to use Spotify. Now, if I ever release music, I need to make money somehow. I will release on Spotify. But I prefer to buy the albums and have them on my phone. That being said, I'm not going to buy 2 Cattle Decapitation albums and then hate them.
Right.
Potentially. So I don't have access to doing the driving to work and listening to them, because I don't want to use YouTube and drain my data.
Could have let me know. I could have. I have No, I don't have Death Atlas. I do have Anthropocene and Monolith. I could have burnt them and sent the files to you.
That could have been done, but I mean, it's fine. I got my listens in, and it was enough to form an opinion. Yeah, no, I won't do a track by track, but I will do album by album. So the Anthropocene. One more time. Say it one more time.
The Anthropocene Extinction.
Got it. So with that record, I've really enjoyed it, start to finish.
Yes,
fantastic. To me, it doesn't feel like a pure death metal record.
Oh no, not at all.
And that's probably why
it's very death grind.
I mean, maybe that's it, and I'm just not getting that. I really enjoyed it. I like the guy's vocals for the most part.
Okay. Yeah, Travis Ryan is my favorite vocalist, like, currently. I take a lot of inspiration from him. I just find him to be one of the most versatile vocalists going right now, I think.
That's fair. And I will definitely agree. I mean, those growls all over the place. I mean, he's doing deep gutturals. He's doing like almost pig squealy kind of stuff. He does up there black metal. He does his that
shrieking, the whole dinosaur shriek thing. That yeah, I wish I knew how to do it.
And then the cleans that aren't cleans, but they're cleans, but they're definitely not cleans.
Do you see why I like those now?
Here's the thing. I have a friend. His name's Nick. That'll definitely pick him out from the crowd. We went to college with him. I don't know if you know him.
I thought you meant Nick at FedEx. It's like,
yes, Nick, showed me Cattle Decap all the way back in college before I ever met Nick.
Shut
up. No, me and Nick, our friendship's weird because we are friends, but we don't hang out. But
right,
every now and again, he'll like send me a text and he's like, "Hey man, did you listen to this record?" I'll be like, "Yeah." And he's like, "It's a good record." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And that's the extent of our friendship. But we'll occasionally go to concerts together. He'll like text me. He's like, "Yo, did you see Dark Tranquility's going to be in Fort Wayne? Let's go." Which was the last concert me and him went to. We've gone to a couple, not to get too off topic. But one of the ones that we went to, and I just want to mention this because Nick is an absolute legend for this one, was Insomnium and Oceans of Slumber. Fantastic show. He, during a Oceans of Slumber song, I'm pretty sure, was in the mosh pit. I refuse. Also, this was a place that I got to meet one of my internet friends for the first time, so I kind of hung out with her and her boyfriend. But all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see this gigantic dude lunge into the pit and knock Nick, who is a tiny, lanky, he's tall, but he's lanky, got slammed. He got slammed hard and hit the ground hard.
Yikes.
And he couldn't bend his elbow for the rest of the show. And he was like, "Yeah, man, when I try to bend it, it hurts." And I was like, "It's probably just really bruised. You're fine." And he's like holding on to it the rest of the show. He's still having a good time, but he's not in the mosh pit anymore. We go to a Waffle House and he's like, "Yeah, man, my arm still hurts, but man, these waffles are good." Also, post-show food, especially if it's like really crappy diner food, so good. I miss that so much. Anyways, turns out he did not bruise it. He sent me an x-ray the next morning. Broke his ulna, and that's why he couldn't bend it. For those of you that don't know, ulna is kind of like the bone that connects both arms and your elbow, or both parts of your arm and your elbow, and it's the part that allows you to bend. If that breaks, the tendon has nothing to bend against, and so your arm kind of just locks in place.
Yikes.
Absolute legend. Broke it at a concert. Legend. Anyways, the reason I brought him up is he actually
I was about to ask. I was like, "Hey, Mitch."
Yeah, sorry.
I like this story, but what's the punchline?
I think the first show that me and him went to was an Amon Amarth show.
Gross.
And Ex Mortis. Yeah, I know you don't like him, whatever. And he showed me a couple of bands in the car, and all those bands I'm a friend of. We, by the way, drove all the way down to St. Louis for this show, which is where he's from. And so he showed me Ne Oblivious Scarce, which I fell in love with. He showed me another band that I fell in love with, but I don't remember who it was. And he showed me Cattle Decap, and I told him, like, hey, I'm Mitch, and I don't like grindcore. How can a song be a minute long and be good?
Well, I could get into that, but
yeah.
I mean, did he show you stuff from their grindcore days?
No, he definitely. I don't know what he showed me. This would have been back in. Give me a second. This would have been summer of like 2016.
So he probably either showed you something from Anthropocene or Monolith.
Yeah, but he was showing me those clean vocals that are not clean but are clean but are not clean.
Yep, definitely one of those two records.
And he was like, dude, doesn't this sound awesome? And I was like, yeah, it kind of does. Maybe I'll have to check out Cattle Decap. Never did.
Yeah.
And then I have checked them out before, and it just didn't hit me.
Didn't click.
It didn't click, but these two playthroughs, they're clicked.
I'm very happy. I will
definitely listen to these two records and probably will buy them.
If you like these two records, I do recommend Monolith. It's
Monolith was going to be the other one.
Yeah, it's a little bit less focused on the melodic stuff. It's sprinkled a lot more here and there instead of like being here's the chorus. That's one thing. I'll wait till you get to Death Atlas before I give any of my criticisms. But I am so glad that you liked these. I was so worried that it's like I just don't like it. I don't get it.
No, so far, I think out of everything you've given me, this is probably my favorite.
Really?
I did like Aesop Rock a lot. I do like him a lot. And then everything else you've given me, I'm like, yeah, it's a thing.
It exists.
It's objectively good, I guess. Yeah, man, it's just
like
power
the
metal about
answer.
Space. Yeah, it's just power metal about space. Tim Curry. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't have any specifics about this record. I thought it flowed really well. I thought it sounded great the entire time.
Oh yeah, Dave Otero is a beast. Dave Otero is a madman producer. He did their last 3 records and like production's phenomenal.
Yeah, like it for how fast sometimes it went and how just blast beaty it was. It never really felt muddy. Now there were times where I probably wasn't picking up on the guitar and bass as much because I felt maybe the drums were slightly overshadowing it on top of the vocals. But for the most part, well balanced, sounds great. Love the guitar tones, love the drums.
Oh yeah, well,
I like the bass when I can hear it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bass does get a little underutilized, I think, but the bass player they have now, especially what they use for Death Atlas, is really good. If you're interested in the production, there are studio videos for the last. They have some studio stuff for Death Atlas. Not really much on Anthropocene, but I love the vocal video for Monolith and the vocal video for Harvest Floor. It's just really interesting to see what they're doing in the background. And Travis Ryan's hilarious, which is really cool. But when you said the guitar tone, the thing that finally got them to really click for me was just Manufactured Extinct. As soon as the guitar hit the bam, 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 I was like,
it's such it's such a good track.
I was like, these chords are perfect. I love these chords.
Just these. No, I can't rave about it enough. Like, I am really satisfied with these 2 records. That one specifically, and both of these records. Perfect timing for how I feel about the world right now. Like, that might have been it. That honestly might be it. Why it just clicked now. I'm like, I really fucking hate people right now.
Very misanthropic. Very, Yeah, Travis, I think he writes most of the lyrics. He's able to crack into some heavy topics about people.
Yeah. And just with everything going on and the state of the world in general, and man, just some of the stuff I hear at my job on how people talk about other people and just like all this stuff and like people not listening to scientists and oh man. Oh, I was so filled with mad. It's not even hate, it's just mad. And I'm so sick of it. And like these two records just like, yeah, please bring back the plague. Oh wait, it's here.
Yeah, that was a running joke in this community that Travis accidentally brought back the plague. The music video is hilarious too. Travis.
Yeah, I've seen the music video. That was actually when that music video released was my re-exposure, but it didn't click. And I'll get into that because that's actually the one note about that song. And I'll go into that later on. But yeah, the lyrics are great. It's definitely, like you said, kind of very nihilistic, misanthropic, anti-anthro. Like I said, hippies banging trash cans.
Yeah, a lot of people describe them as vegan metal.
Yeah, I quoted enviro metal last time and you got really angry about it, but
I don't consider it a genre.
It's not. It's not at all. It's definitely a subject matter for sure.
Yes.
In which the Ocean, Gojira, and Cal Decap are like the three that are really covering that area.
Yeah.
And each band gets slightly more angry than the last. Like the Ocean, yeah, we're kind of mad about it, but let's just talk about dinosaurs because that's kind of cool, and we'll just reference the people dying. Gojira is just like, dude, why are you killing the Earth? Here's some fucking space whales.
And then Travis like, we need to die.
Yeah, just like everyone fucking just die. Go eat a fucking plant.
How can you look me in the eyes?
It's so good. It's so good.
I love Anthropocene. What would you say is your favorite track on Anthropocene?
Ooh, that's actually going to be hard because when I was listening, I'm not paying attention to the tracks. I when I listen to music, especially for like this podcast and like first time listens, no visual. I might be like off, like how I listen to these was I would turn my laptop on and I like have like an hour usually to get ready for work.
Right.
And I'm mostly in my bedroom when I'm getting ready. And my roommates are gone because I work an afternoon shift. They're off in the morning. So I just crank up my speakers. I'll start playing, but I'm not looking at the track listings or anything at all.
Gotcha.
So I couldn't tell you.
I mean, if you tell me the part you like, I can probably suss out the song.
Well, actually, the one that you just sang is probably my favorite.
How can you look me? I think that's Not Suitable for Life. Yeah, not suitable for life. How can you look me in the eyes and tell me you're proud of what you've done within this life? Great track. For me, it bounces back and forth between Pacific Grim, Mammals in Babylon, and Manufactured Extinct. Pacific Grim's the death comes with the tide. I really just like that outro. And then Prophets of Loss is really cool too. What another thing that I find interesting about Travis, he even when he's not doing the gremlin singing, he still is able to growl and scream in key.
Yeah.
So like in Prophets of Loss, like the Prophets of Loss.
Well, and I think this is an important thing to like talk about in general, just in music. And a lot of people don't, like regular people, I'm not talking about musicians or people that analyze sound or anything like that. Most of them understand this. Everything generates a frequency.
Yes.
Therefore, everything, including growls and drums, can be in a key. The difference is a note versus like a noise, like banging a pot.
Right.
The note is like singular with a whole bunch of other little tiny frequencies that kind of harmonize with it.
Mm-hmm.
While noise, like hitting something really hard, generates a lot of sound in different frequencies that kind of don't interact well together.
Yeah,
as well.
It's more akin to like white noise, where it's all the frequencies.
Yeah. But especially with drums and growling where there's still control, you can tune and get those in the key. Does it really affect the sound all that much to the point where like you can hear it and be like, wow, that's out of tune? No, not really. But
yeah, so for vocals, with growling and screaming, you can never really hear if it's out of tune. But when you hear something like this, or I've done it before, it's very hard to do to get an exact like pitch while growling. You can tell immediately if it is in key, because it's very, very different, especially when, like in Prophets of Loss or something like that, where he changes notes mid growl. Takes a lot of control, and I just appreciate it so much because it's different. You don't hear a lot of people doing that. Which is why I love Travis. I love Travis.
I had a drummer for a while back when I was in a band. And we actually talked about tuning his drum kit to D minor because a lot of our music was in D minor. And it was interesting. I mean, it mostly only affected his toms because those are like the most tonal of the drums.
It reminds me of a meme. It's like, guys, be quiet. I'm trying to tune my drums. Tune to what? Thud. Bang.
Oh my God. Just a quick like sidetrack. Every time. I don't know if every band has this issue, but it's like my drummer would just be like warming up, and we'd be like, "Hey man, can you like be quiet for like 2 minutes?"
That's every band.
Cool.
That's every
cool.
band.
Yeah, I love it. I like it. It's like, okay, yeah, man, I'll stop. 5 seconds later.
Did you just punch your microphone?
No, I did not.
Are you sure?
You remember I have that cable issue.
Oh. Yes, gotcha.
So, yeah, I was just doing that to my desk, and when I brought my hand up, I hit the cable.
Ah, fair enough.
I would not desecrate my microphone with punches. It costs too much.
Yeah, that's true, dude.
So yeah, I love that record. I'd probably give it a 9.5. 9.
Oh,
like,
yes.
I'm not kidding you. Like, I really enjoyed these two. I'm not doing it to not make you sad. Trust me, it is like nothing but my pleasure as a music snob to crush the things that you love.
I'm just taking in the fact that you're basically I need you to basically say, hey Ethan, you were right. Cattle Decapitation is good.
Here, I'll give you this. Their last 2 records is good.
Really, it should be the last 3, but until you listen to Monolith, well, the jury's out on that one.
But am I going to say the entire band's good? Discography beginning to end? Hell no. I ain't a grindcore man.
No. If you're in just a mood to listen to really stupid stuff, yeah, I've listened to most of Human Jerky and most of
Yummy.
Because Human Jerky was like their EP demo thing. And then Human Jerky and then Homivore was they're basically the same record.
Gotcha.
And then To Serve Man was when they finally started doing death metal. But the production just isn't there. The one song I do like on that record is the title track. Same with the title track off of Humanure. As you go, the production gets better. You might like Harvest Floor, but it is a bit rough compared to Monolith. But anyway, Continue on to Death Atlas.
So Death Atlas, I actually liked a little bit less. It's the same between between like Blackwater and Ghost Reveries. Mm-hmm. For you, it's like
I wonder if you have the same reasoning as I do.
I didn't think it flowed as well. I do like his singing vocals, but I think they were mildly overused, which I've heard other people say.
Yes. Yes. I was the way I put it was like, they're not quite cookie cutter, but they're approaching cookie cutter. Like, you gotta have it in every song. Whereas in Anthropocene and Monolith, they were used a bit more sparingly. Not that they... it's just with every track on Death Atlas, he has them. And sometimes they're done better than others.
Also, like, a lot of the time on Death Atlas, it was almost always the chorus.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. Which just like, helps in that cookie cutter
thing. And that's the thing that like I like about Opeth. One, Opeth almost never has a chorus, let's be honest here. But when they do, it's not always going to be him doing clean singing. Sometimes it's like part of it's clean singing, part of it's growling, part of it's all of it's growling, and the rest of the song singing, something like that. But there are a lot of metal bands out there where it's like, let's growl the everything except the chorus, and we'll sing the chorus, and that's just way too
metalcore.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yes, so that was my main complaint about Death Atlas. Of course, when it first came out, I was like, "No, it's perfect, man. It's."
I remember you saying that too, because I think I brought that up to you, and you're like, "Nah, they're wrong, man. It's good. It's real good." And I'm like,
I mean, it's still a great record, but I 100%. Over time, I've been like, yeah, I feel like they need to change it up a little bit from having, like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the melodic vocals. I love them a lot. But I haven't sat down and listened to all of Death Atlas in a while because I just feel like it gets a little bit overused. Now, each individual song, awesome. If One Day Closer to the End of the World comes on, the I love that riff, and every time I think I'm sick of that song, the riff pulls me right back in. And then Finish Them. I really like Finish Them.
I did think the like end of this album was fantastic. I thought they did really well with like the outro and ending.
I have not listened to the title track, which is the closer, in a long time. But I do remember
don't
liking
give me
it.
a record that you haven't fully listened to.
No. It's just been a minute since I've listened to Death Atlas, the song.
Okay. I did like the riffage a lot on this instrumentation. I kind of think I like a little bit more on this one than the last one. There were definitely parts in this record specifically where I'm listening to it and I'm like, this is black metal. Like, this is 100% a black metal song at this point. Yeah, and I was just definitely like, no, I don't want to be that guy that just hears something that kind of sounds like Satan.
Tremolo picking is black metal.
But like I listened to it and it was like the blast beats, the high pitched screaming, the tremolo picking with the type of intervals that they're choosing. I was like, yeah, no, that's straight up black metal, and this is fucking sick. Like, I heard some of it and I was like, oh, this is giving me some Abigail William vibes, and you know how much I fucking love them.
You do love them a lot.
I do love them a lot. So much. Anyways, eventually you'll probably get a 1 or 2 records from me about them. Not today though. So this is the one thing that's my complaint. I think this is what turns me off from them a lot of the time. And it's not just them, it's anyone that does this. I don't know how to describe it. I can't produce it. It's specifically a vocal thing. And it's those like deep, guttural, incoherent, kind of piggy
slam vocals.
Yeah,
or like early grindcore vocals.
I fucking hate that shit. And I have an example, and this is my one note, which is in Bring Back the Plague at 3:54.
Yeah, where the outro, where it has a lot of delay on it too, so when it growls, it repeats. I can understand that. I think in that section specifically, I like the use of the delay where it makes it even muddier. It's just kind of a stylistic choice. I enjoy it, but I understand why people don't like it. It's hard to understand. It's, I definitely like it when Travis cleans up a little bit more than he does get super gurgly, but it depends on the track. There's definitely a number of songs on Monolith that he does that a little bit more often, but it's not as bad.
But it's
I
not
get it.
just the incoherence for me, because like there's plenty of songs that I really enjoy, and then somebody's like, "Oh, you can understand them. What are they saying?" I'm like, big man, go growl, leave me alone." But I don't like the timbre of it. To me, it just reminds me of those days when I was a little kid and I would eat too much food and then I would have to go vomit it. And I don't want to be reminded about vomiting. That's not what I'm here for. That's not a good time.
Interesting.
And it just sounds like a dude in the pub vomiting in the bathroom. And I just can't I can't get behind it. It's one of the few things that, like, in metal in general, that will turn me off if a band uses those. But he uses those so sparingly that I can be like, all right, fine, this section, cool, whatever.
It'd be
like
heavy,
when bands yeah, when it's like used over and over and over again, which is why please never give me a slam metal record. Please.
Yeah, I've thought about that before, and I'm like, there's just no way he's gonna like it.
Unless you just want me to tear something apart. Or, maybe it'll be a big surprise, and I'm like, Mitch Caveman, Mitch likes slam.
So, like, there are definitely some bands that I know of. Like, I don't really listen to slam all that much. I like Pathology. Pathology is a decent band, but he does that a lot. I enjoy
Pathology too, but I'm talking about the actual medical study.
Pathology, the band, is pretty cool. Really the first slam band that I know and, like, truly, like, I can sit down and listen to this is Parasitic Ejaculation. I got to play with them once, but we had to leave before they played, so I was bummed out. There's another band there called Party Cannon, and they are a joke slam band.
I am aware of Party Cannon. I did not know that was the genre.
Yes, they are known as Party Slam. They're good. They actually put on a great show, and they're very, very nice people.
I'm sure.
I like Party Cannon quite a bit. The same guys in Party Cannon are also in a band called Crepitation. You wouldn't like them.
Just don't bother.
But yeah, I don't think I'll. If I do, it's going to be something that I'm like, it's probably going to be slam.
We're going to do a podcast on April Fool's Day. I know it, and that's probably going to be the time where we're just like going to give each other records we absolutely know.
Yeah. I think I might give you something that's slam but not slam. Like, like there are parts in Cattle's music where they do slam. Like I don't know. Like, I could conceivably give you the one Suffocation record that everybody likes, Pierced from Within or whatever, and that's considered a slam record. But I don't know. I don't know. You don't have to worry about getting a slam record anytime soon.
I mean, it's the podcast. You give me what you give me, and
no, you said you wouldn't listen to the new 6 Feet Under record. You said you wouldn't listen to it.
That okay, you're right. No, that won't happen. You're right. I refuse to support Chris Barnes in anything that he does.
That's fair. Continuing on with Death Atlas.
I mean, overall, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I didn't do a track by track review like Ethan does. I do like the flow of the record. Not as much as the other one. I did think he got a little too much into the melodic vocals, but I did like the melodic nature of the instrumentation a bit more in this one. And the outro track, it very clearly ends the album perfectly, in my opinion.
I think Cattle does really well with album closers, because Pacific Grim is great too.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
So
I'm super glad that you liked these.
I'm so happy that I enjoyed these. I'm really happy, because I was brooding for a long time. I'm like, I don't want to fucking listen to this. I've listened to them before, and I fucking hate them. And
I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that both Manufactured Extinct and the Geocide are just really good songs.
Yeah, that does help. But yeah, I remember like putting it on and I was like flossing my teeth and like I stuck my head out in my I like stuck my head out of my bathroom with like the little tooth floss pick in my mouth, and I did that like the Obama face of just like not bad. Yeah, like 100%. That was my face, and then I started doing metal disgust face. You know, the good disgust metal face.
Cattle is such. At least now really, they're so good.
I'm really satisfied with what I listen to, and it's definitely 2 records that I will not recommend to civilians. But
like the one time where didn't Tay ask like what album do you recommend? I was like, Cattle Decapitation.
And I just went, don't. I actually sent him some Meshuggah though.
Ooh.
Because I was like, I like mentioned like, oh, Meshuggah is all about like messing with rhythmic stuff, and he's like, that sounds cool. And I'm like, it is cool, Tay. Do you want those? Do you want?
I think I told him I was gonna. I think I told him I was gonna like make him a list of songs to listen to, and I just never did.
I mean, it doesn't matter because like I've been recommending one anime to him for like the past like 7 months, and he's just like, yeah, man, I'll get around to it. And he even watched one of his favorite like YouTubers like go, oh my god, this is like one of the best animes ever. And he's like, oh man, that looks sick. And I was like, cool, so you gonna watch it? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Well, don't keep me hanging. What's the anime?
Oh, okay. I didn't know you actually were interested. It's Made in Abyss.
Never heard of
it. It kind of came out of nowhere. I hadn't heard of it either until my sister told me about it. I can summarize it, but I won't do it justice, in my opinion, because I'm really bad at doing stuff like that. But it's basically, it takes place on what I assume is Earth, and a whole bunch of explorers discovered a giant gaping hole in the middle of the ocean, and it's like an island structure that blocks off the ocean, and you just go down, and they're finding basically like ancient future technology down there, and they'll bring it up and they sell it. But you follow an orphanage, and basically these people are orphaned because their parents died exploring. So then they get trained to explore.
Sounds about right.
And it's like a whole nother world down there. Like it's not like pitch black darkness like a cave or anything. It somehow generates its own light and everything, which they explain in the anime why that happens. But it's like horrific creatures happened in there, and like for the first couple episodes you're like, oh, this is gonna be a fun adventure, and then they like go down in the hole and like you realize that, oh, they could actually die. Oh, this is not okay. And put it this way, I binged the entire anime. There's only 1 season so far, and it was like I think 26 episodes. I binged it in one sitting, and then almost immediately started rewatching it. I really enjoy it. I recommend Made in Abyss to everyone that likes anime that's like semi on the edge, actiony, fantasy kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
It's really good. I say it's worth the watch.
I still need to catch up on My Hero. I'm like 5 episodes into the 4th season.
I'm all caught up. I'm like, I'm at this point where I'm like, yeah, I could stop watching, but I'm so invested, I might as well finish. If there's an ending.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. It's one of the few animes I've sat down and watched like almost everything. I want to go back through Naruto because I
will never do it. I will never do it. I won't do it with One Piece either.
Well, here's the thing. There are online. Cat, please don't step on my leg. I'm begging you. The incision on my leg looks super gnarly, and I don't want him to get interested in it. Anyway, there are guides to watch Naruto without the filler, which
and that's
cuts
fine,
it down
but
considerably.
It's still too long for me.
I probably wouldn't watch the first season or two. So when I for a long time I didn't like Naruto. I was like, I don't get it. It's really stupid. And then there was just nothing else on one day when I was Hello? Am I still
Hello?
Oh, my monitors just shut off. I was very afraid. It just timed out. Oh no. Anyway, when I was just trying to stay up one day at my dad's, staying up late, I'm like, I don't want to watch. Nothing's good on. It was like, then Naruto was on, and I think it was the Rock Lee versus Gaara fight in season...
well, I mean, shit, yeah, that's going to me.
4 or 5. Yeah, like the Chunin exams or the Junin exams, whichever one. And I was like, okay, this kind of slaps. So I started watching the new episodes. Of course, I didn't know what was going on, really. But I started watching it. My brother started watching it with me. Like, this is really cool. And then it ended in the middle of a 2-part episode on Cartoon Network. I recorded it as like, can't wait till next week. And the next episode never came. And then it was on, then it started Shippuden on XD, on Disney XD. So I was like, huh. But
Disney XD?
You don't remember that channel? It was like for, teenage Disney.
That seems weird. I didn't know that because I know it's on Adult Swim.
Yeah, it may have gone back by now, but Shippuden debuted on, and I know some people are like, it's Shippuden, whatever. Shippuden debuted on Disney XD, and I was super bummed because we didn't get that channel. So I'm like, dang it.
Huh.
But I look, I'll probably never sit down to watch Naruto. It's just something that, like, I see all the memes and I'm like, I remember that this show was actually pretty good. And I don't, and I want to watch it, but there's a lot. So probably won't. I still need to finish the Netflix Marvel shows. I'm like 2 seasons away from being done. I have Punisher season 2 and then Jessica Jones season 3, and I'm caught up because they canceled all of them.
For me, in terms of anime, I have a few that I recommend. I might as well just plug them now. Made in Abyss, absolutely, possibly my favorite anime.
Hot garbage.
Fuck you. You haven't even seen it. Mushishi. It's a
Trash.
kind of. You know what? I hate Cattle Decapitation. Those records were garbage. I was just saying that to be nice. You know what? Fuck them.
You're lying to me, Mitchell.
I am, but fuck you, man.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Yep. No, it's fine. Mushishi, that's a good one. I've rewatched it like 3 times. There's 2 seasons. It's over. It's only like 40 episodes between the 2 seasons. In anime terms, that's not bad. Some of you people have rewatched Friends all the way through like 20 times, so I don't even
talking
want to
about
hear it.
Trash.
Yeah.
I hate Friends so much.
I hate Seinfeld and Friends.
I like Seinfeld, but
I can't do
Friends is trash.
However, and then I'll go back to my anime because we need to stop getting off topic. Because the anime was totally on topic. Seinfeld, there's one episode I like, and it's the episode where they're pitching what Seinfeld is to a broadcast
that's a classic
company.
one.
Yeah,
that's a classic one. It's a show about nothing, even though it totally is a show about something. The true show about nothing is Louis C.K.'s Louis. But I'm not allowed to plug that anymore because Louis C.K. Took his ween out in front of women, and it was wrong. It's such a shame because he was a great comedian. Anyway,
yeah, Mushishi. It's a kind of a world building anime. It's episodic, but it takes place in like feudal Japan. Don't mark me on the timeline. I don't know Japanese times, but medieval Japan. There you go. Ancient Japan. Woo. Anyways, there's another life form that lives in this universe, and they're called Mushi, and they're basically like the closest thing to what pure life is. And the entire show is about how they interact with people, and you follow a guy named Ginkgo, who is a Mushi master, also known as a Mushishi. And he basically is a doctor, and he tries to go and like cure people of their diseases. But it's just kind of fascinating to watch. It's really pretty and really relaxing. But sometimes he doesn't fix it. Sometimes bad things just happen, and it's really sad. Especially in the second season, like a lot of bad stuff happens because it's the second season's about how people abuse the use of mushi and their consequences for it. And it's like somebody got their head chopped off because of it. So it's a good anime. I recommend it. Trigun. It's a classic space western. Cowboy Bebop, classic space western.
I've heard that Cowboy Bebop is a great one.
It's a good one. I actually, the same way you discover Naruto is how I like got into Cowboy Bebop. I was like, oh, this is good anime.
My favorite anime is Bo.
I'm not talking to you anymore. This podcast is done. You will never hear from us again.
I'm kidding, obviously.
Yeah, so am I. Black Lagoon. It's about bounty hunters. It's pretty fun. First season.
I've also
really
heard
funny.
good things about Akira.
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
It's a movie.
There's another one. There's another Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Okay, we don't need to get into this because the weebs will get on me. I fucking hate that anime. I don't care how many people love it. It is a bad anime. It's poorly written. No character is likable. The likable characters are the ones that are killing all the main characters. It's a
that kind of reminds me of everybody's opinion about Sword Art. I watched the first season, like the 2 parts of the first season of Sword Art, and I liked it. But then people are like, that anime is garbage.
See, I'm the person.
Only basic douchebags like Sword Art Online.
I mean, that's how people feel about Naruto and One Piece and all that.
I do refuse to watch One Piece.
I hate the art style, but that's not the point.
Same. Anyway.
I'm actually in the niche here. Everyone loves Neon Genesis. I absolutely hate it. And I watched the original with the extended ending or the ending episode. Since you don't know, the guy finished the anime. No one liked the ending, so he made another episode that was called The True Ending, and it was kind of a big fuck you.
But like the original has kind of like that old animation, isn't it? Kind of like Sailor Moon,
it's like the
and
1990s Trigun Cowboy Bebop kind of animation style. I hated the characters.
It wasn't kawaii yet.
No, I hated the characters. I didn't really care about the story. It was kind of interesting at first. I have never wanted to stab a main character more than I have ever wanted to stab Shinji. The mechs are really cool. The angels are really cool. It had a cool theme for a while. It got old. I felt it was too long. I didn't like it. I kind of want to watch the movies that a lot of people kind of enjoyed. Which is basically, there's like 3 or 4 movies that basically sums up the entire series.
I can't remember if he did the series or the movies, but the director for Shin Godzilla that came out in 2016,
he did the movies.
He did the movies, okay. Because everyone was like, he did Neon Genesis Evangelion! It's gonna be great! Now, granted, Shin Godzilla was great, but that's beside the point.
Because the Neon Genesis movies, the animation was modern, so it looks pretty and it's a lot nicer looking.
Gotcha.
Any other? There's 2 other anime that I like. A good mecha anime, which is Boku
Gundam,
Rono.
I'm gonna kill you.
No, it's Boku Rono.
Gotcha. I hate Gundam.
That's a really good anime that a lot of people seem to not have seen. Is another one of those animes where I couldn't stop watching it. I was really invested in the story. It's kind of slow to start, but that's only the first 3 episodes. They're not bad. Right. It's just you're okay, it's a typical anime, and then twists start happening and you're like, oh god. Okay. And the other one that I like, and it is one of the few animes that I will recommend in English, dubbed. Cowboy Bebop is another one that I recommend in English dub.
I like the English dub of My Hero, especially the voice of All Might.
I wouldn't know. I've listened to the Japanese the entire time.
Try it. It's really good. I think the guy is perfect.
I'm 5 seasons in.
I don't know. Just go to your favorite episode and then switch it to English. I recommend something with All Might.
I did that. I did that with Dragon Ball Z Super, except I did the other way around. I went from English to Japanese because they were taking forever to release the English episodes. And I was just like, this is too much of a shock. I can't do this.
Yeah, here's the thing. If I wanted to read, I would get the manga.
I don't have this issue. This is a moot point here.
Now, that being said, I still... here's my position on anime. Dubs with subs.
Oh no.
Because I always watch everything with subs anyway.
Oh no, now you just made everyone angry.
That's me. And my number one anime of all time, Boku no Pico. Good night, everybody. I'm kidding.
No. But
I've heard go ahead, I'm sorry.
The last anime that I recommend in English is Baccano. And
I've heard that one.
It's by the same people that made Do Ra Ra Ra, or how many ever Ra's are in it. But it came before it. And it's basically almost told in the same way that Pulp Fiction is told, in the way that it's kind of out of order, but it all comes together in the end. It takes place in like 1920s Chicago.
I think I know what you're talking about. Isn't it like a murder mystery? And
yeah, with
there's
immortals
like time
and everything.
travel stuff, and
there's no time travel involved.
It's just told out of order.
It's out of order, and the thing is a lot of these people are immortal, so it's time travel in the way that they've just lived a long time. And so like some episodes will take place in like the 1700s. And then you'll see those same characters in 1920 Chicago. But the reason I recommended an English dub versus Japanese is they do that like Chicago Mafia accent in the English dub. Yeah. And it's really good. And I mean, if it's taking place in the United States in that time area with that accent, I've listened to it both in English and Japanese, by the way. I've watched it twice.
Do they try to do the accent in Japanese? Because that would be hilarious.
I don't think so, and I think that's kind of what makes me go listen to the English one, because they do the accent, and it really fits the entire thing. It's a good anime. It's funny.
Oh man, Ditka, meatballs, IKEA, Dub Bears.
Wow, am I that uninteresting that you had to look up IKEA meatball news?
No, I was basically just quoting Cox and Crendor.
Oh, okay.
Crendor is from Chicago, so they make fun of Chicagans a lot.
Got it. All right, well, that's my anime news. This has been the Anime Podcast with Corey Taylor.
Yeah, that was a lot of anime. Actually, there's another anime that is very infamous that I keep hearing about called Berserk.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic. There's new Berserk and there's old Berserk. Old Berserk like is that 90s style art because it came out in the 90s. Or 80s.
People were just saying that it's super messed up.
It is. It is very messed up. Tay recommends the new Berserk. I don't like CGI animation, and that's all it is.
That's what the that's what the 3 Netflix Godzilla movies are. And they make me want to die.
I just don't like that style of art. I'm not into CGI. It has never interested me.
What is messed up about it?
It's just the story and things that happen. It's also a very gory anime.
Gotcha. Because most of the time when I see people be like, oh no, what's that anime called? you think Elfin Lied is really messed up? Watch
yeah.
Berserk or something.
So
I remember trying. Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's just really gory and religious-y and kind of sacrilegious-y. And if I remember correctly, the good guys don't win.
Spoilers.
I've never seen it. That's just kind of what I remember. I've only heard about it. I've seen like scenes, and yeah, like the imagery kind of can be disturbing. So,
interesting. Okay.
But it's disturbing in the way of not Boku no Pico.
Yeah, I only barely know stuff about that anime, and I am not interested.
That's all you need to know.
Yep. I know the twist. Not interested. Yeah, so I'm not a big anime guy, but I am interested in it. It's just like, I don't know. I feel weird watching it at home when other people are around, especially because I don't watch subs. I don't watch the originals, so I have to get hit or miss if the English dub is any decent. Luckily, My Hero isn't bad, but I just don't like the overly high-pitched kawaii fake dubs. I don't like it.
So, I recommend the anime that I recommend them, but I can't always recommend the English dub because I do watch Japanese sub. That was just instilled into me. For the most part, I agree. Though I will say this: modern dubbing is so much better than it was back in like the 1980s.
Yeah, dude.
It's the same thing with video game voice acting. It's like
original Resident Evil.
Like,
I mean, dude, I watch dubbed Godzilla movies from the 60s. I know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I recommend those anime. They're good. Berserk, I've heard nothing but good things, but yeah, it's gory. It's gross.
I tried
another one.
I remember. Go ahead.
There's another one that people recommend and go, wow, that was kind of disturbing, and that's Doka Magica or something like that. It's a magic girl anime, but dark.
Interesting.
So like think Sailor Moon, but things go really bad for the sailors.
I actually wouldn't mind checking that out, to be honest.
I've never seen it. My sister watched it. My sister doesn't like dark anime. She doesn't like dark, gory anime. I'm the opposite. So she was like, "Oh, cute girl magic anime, great." Oh no,
the devil.
But I was really surprised that she recommended Made in Abyss with how it is. She was like, "It's not dark enough for me to hate it, and the story's really good, so I'll watch it." I don't know why I'm talking like this because my sister doesn't talk like that at all.
I actually, speaking of Sailor Moon, I've heard that the remake isn't half bad.
I wouldn't know. Also, folks, aren't you glad that we're a music podcast? Isn't this
there's a reason we're called Distorted Entertainment. We talk about, we can talk about anything. That's why I talked about Godzilla for that's why I ranted about Godzilla for like 5 minutes at the beginning of this episode. Fair. I haven't checked to see how long we've been recording at all, so it's going to be a shock to me as soon as I click over to Reaper. It's not bad. We haven't even hit 3 hours yet.
What the hell? You're right. Oh no, and we did a double album. Oof.
It's because we didn't have like a stupid list to go through like we have with every other episode.
I just watch the 10th episode where I give you a triple album, you give me, I don't know, something. Probably a grindcore album to even it out. It won't go well. Where I'm like, man, this is gonna be like a 6-hour podcast. It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it was all right.
It was pretty good. I want to listen to it again.
The joke doesn't work because we use that as our intro, not our outro.
So, yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with entertainment news. However, Nintendo, give me Metroid information. I'm a Metroid fan.
It's never gonna happen.
Shut the fuck up. I need Metroid Prime 4.
What I wonder what will come out first. Half-Life 3, Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4 is at least in development.
Or the next Tool album.
Metroid Prime 4, then maybe Tool. Half-Life 3 is never going to happen, let's be honest here.
I don't know. They made Half-Life Alyx or whatever it's called.
No, but this is the thing. It was Half-Life Alyx. Valve is afraid of the number 3.
Yeah, they updated Left 4 Dead 2 instead of making a new one.
Yeah. So, what would I... So they can't do Half-Life 2 Episode 2 or Episode 3, and they can't do Half-Life 3. So the next best thing they could do is like Half-Life Episode 2.1?
Half-Life Episode 1, Episode 1.
Yeah, something like that. Or just be like Half-Life 1+1+1.
Half-Life Remake. We gave you a new Half-Life game.
So yeah, no, Valve is afraid of the number 3. They won't make Left 4 Dead 3. They won't make Team Fortress 3. Team Fortress 3. They won't make Half-Life 3, Portal 3.
I want a Portal 3. I loved Portal 2.
Not happening. I want to replay Portal 2. I've actually never played the co-op, if you ever want to do that.
I've played a little bit of it. I'd be super down.
I would also be down to like stream it with you. Like, streaming.
I've been streaming Phasmophobia recently. And
I love that game.
It is very good. Surprisingly effective.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you saw, on Facebook, I posted some Doom gameplay.
I saw that you did, but I have not watched it.
I'm going to say this right now, and for all the fans out there, playing Doom Eternal and watching somebody play Doom Eternal are two very different experiences. Because playing it, yeah, it's fast-paced. Yeah, I'm listening to the music. But it feels like I know where everything is and everything's coherent. Watching it, I'm just like, how did I... What? How did I know... What the hell is going on? What's happening?
It's Mick Gordon's thick 9-string guitar guiding you.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mick Gordon will never do another Doom game.
It's a bummer. I don't know what happened. I heard something happened, but...
Mick Gordon kept delaying the music for the game.
Oh. So it was his fault, not Bethesda?
It was his fault. It wasn't id. It wasn't Bethesda. It was his. Because I don't know what Bethesda was doing in terms of that. Because id's the developer. So I think Bethesda's just the producer. But id gave him like several extensions. And he still gave them the music late. So it's like, I like Mick Gordon a lot. I think he's a great composer. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's a hair unprofessional.
So, now, does the Doom soundtrack sound good? Yeah. Does Doom Eternal soundtrack sound good? Yeah. But I don't think he's doing the music anymore.
That's a bummer.
I don't know, maybe I should, because the expansion came out recently and my sister bought it. So maybe I should look at the credits, see if the music is still him. Or they could just get Meshuggah to do it, whatever.
I would love that. That would be super cool.
But, yeah. So I would be down to play that with you sometime.
Absolutely.
I think we should probably wrap this up and maybe not try to make it a 4-hour podcast, even though that is my goal, to make every podcast slightly longer.
I agree. I think it's time to do
that thing that we do.
Yes. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to?
I don't care.
Okay.
I do have mine picked.
Same. So I'm actually not even doing like a either or. I kind of have the next few episodes planned out. We're gonna stay in the world of death metal and tech death. Not gonna be throwing you a curveball here. So Smash Mouth.
Tell me about Smash Mouth.
You didn't even indulge me on that. You didn't even indulge me on that joke. Dying Fetus. I'm going to give you their most recent record.
Wrong one to fuck with.
I'm already excited.
It's cheesy. Like the title track naming is cheesy, but honestly, the title track slaps. The whole record, I think, is really, really good. And the Spotify version has a bonus track.
Well, unfortunately,
Yeah, I know.
not. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a surprise. I actually don't think I've ever listened to Dying Fetus, before. But I mean, I didn't think I was going to like Cattle Decap, and so far my favorite recommendation by you. And
I do know what
Mitch get wrecked.
I know what I'm talking about when it comes to extreme metal, dog.
Do you?
Sort of. I mean, you almost. I think he brought up Cannibal Corpse for a second. It's Dying Fetus is not like Cannibal. They are actually labeled as I'm pretty sure they're tech death, where Cannibal is just regular old death metal. Let me check the Metallum pages. Actually, they're labeled as brutal death metal grindcore.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't agree with grindcore, but
I was like, I don't know about tech death. They're not from Canada.
Well, I mean, when you listen to Fixed on Devastation, the opening track, like, it's pretty techy, in my opinion. So, anyway, yeah, great. Yeah. It's a great record. I love it. Hopefully you will too.
We'll see. With this recommendation, I had a hard time choosing the album. I even asked a friend who we might do a podcast episode with at some point. She has her own podcast, which I should plug right now. It is.
We don't plug other people's podcasts.
Well, she's more famous than us, so let's do
That's
it, and
fair.
then we can use her hashtag to get us entertainment.
We can use her to become more famous ourselves.
It's Tapestry Music Podcast.
Okay.
So yeah, my friend Kelly, I asked her because we both met on a Facebook page called Prog
Tinder.
Snob. No. Kelly lives all the way in Pennsylvania. So
Pennsylvanian Tinder. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm
Amish
tired.
Tinder.
Amish
Tinder. But she even wasn't sure, but I think me and her kind of agreed. So I'm going to have a stipulation on this. I'm going to give you an album.
Okay.
But I also need you to listen to one other song, and I need you to listen to the song before you listen to the rest of the album.
Okay.
The reason is in this album, it's their latest album. They do a callback to that specific song.
Okay.
So I want you to have you're waiting for me to drop the name, aren't you?
Give me the band.
Smash Mouth.
Funny. It's a callback.
It's a callback to like 5 minutes ago. This band, I'm recommending them. They're a progressive metal band. So there will be no growls once again. But just like Native Construct, I definitely want you to focus on their vocals. Like, don't get me wrong, their instrumentation, superb. They are fantastic boys. From Britain, Haken.
Gotcha. You named them in the last episode.
Yes.
I have them pulled up.
You will be
the newest record is Virus.
You will be listening to Virus, which is possibly their best record. But I thought about also recommending the album The Mountain, which was the first album I listened to by them, and it is a fantastic album. But there is a specific song on there that they make a callback on this album during the Messiah Complex 4-part song, which is the song The Cockroach King.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which was the first Haken song that I and a lot of people heard, and that's where people fell in love with them.
Noted.
Sound more excited. I know you're tired.
No, I mean that is the primary issue. I'm just really sleepy. I apologize. No, I liked Native Construct. I liked Opeth a lot. So I'm trusting you on the prog train. If you think I like modern prog, I will continue to give it a shot.
If you like Native Construct and then you like these guys, you definitely just appreciate, or you don't like the 80s sound, which I don't like. However, funny enough, they have a song called 1985 on one of their albums, and it does kind of borrow sounds from 1985 prog, and by that I mean mostly
Pretty sure there's a song called 1985. You sure it's not a cover?
I don't think so.
If I can remember who I'm thinking of.
I'll just look up Haken 1985.
It was in my history of rock class. I think it was by a band called Spirit. Might be they might have 75.
Yeah, it's not a cover.
Noted. Now I have to figure out what that song is. Oh, it was 1984 by Spirit. It's a year off.
So, but yeah, the song 1985, honestly, there's like a part of it that just sounds like a Mega Man soundtrack.
Okay. I can dig that.
But you're not going to be listening to that, so it doesn't matter.
Alrighty. So I have to listen to
Haken.
The Virus, but prior to that, I need to listen to Cockroach King off of their Mountain record.
Yes.
Cool. We have
and
things.
I have to listen to a bunch of unborn children dying.
Not really what this record's about. I don't think it's about anything.
That's fine. You knew what I meant.
Yes, it was. You were just joking around. So, next episode, we're going to be going over Dying Fetus and Haken. Looking forward to it. I'm really happy that you enjoyed the records for today, Mitchell.
Yeah, I think I think it was a good call to like our two favorite bands we suggest and force each other to listen to for that one.
Here's a quick topic thing that I thought of today. Because I was re-listening to the last episode. And do we want to have like a set rule for like we can't suggest another album from a band until we go through X amount of videos? Like I couldn't give you another Glory Hammer until we pass episode 14 or something like that.
Their rule should be that you never give me another Glory Hammer record. But
why are you such a jerk?
I thought that was my shtick on this podcast. Is that not what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, but I'm tired and sad now.
I don't mind getting resuggested bands. But I definitely think we should if you were like, hey, let's do another Cattle Decap record this week, I would have been a hard no.
I would never do 2 in a row unless if we actually plan it. It's like we're gonna do another 2, but let's split it across 2 episodes instead of doing a big one. Although this one went by rather smoothly, I think.
But for sure. I personally think it should be like an episode limit, and we can discuss that at another time.
I can cut this out. It was just an idea.
Yeah, unless the album is like such a departure from previous stuff. So like me recommending Pale Communion by Opeth.
Okay.
Would be kind
what
of
about
like
a new release?
Yeah.
Same idea as long as it's just different.
Well, if it's like a new release, you absolutely love it and think I should listen to it, and then I'm being stubborn about it.
Well, so, I mean, going back to joking about Cattle Decap, I don't think I'm going to have to pressure you to listen to Monolith. I think you're just going to get to that on your own.
I'm going to get to that on my own, just like Aesop Rock. I'm probably going to listen to the new album when it drops.
Yes, I'm very stoked for the new record.
I've liked what I've heard so far, but it's not the same feeling I'm getting that I got from Impossible Kid. But then
feels
again,
a lot spacier.
I wasn't head over heels about Aesop Rock. I like it a lot. It's just not like the same that I feel about Cattle Decap.
Yeah.
Right now.
Have you listened to Hot Dogs by Aesop?
Was that recent?
It was a single he dropped a number of years ago. It was the first song I ever heard. Really cool music video. I recommend that. Also, I recommend I'll just send these to you on Facebook. Sure. But Cattle had an unreleased track off of Death Atlas that I find to be really, really good called An Extreme Indifference to Human Life. It's excellent.
You should also listen to Patterns in the Ivy too.
Okay. Is it another instrumental?
No, it actually has vocals.
Okay.
So I think what they were originally maybe going to do was Patterns in the Ivy was going to be an instrumental intro, and then Patterns in the Ivy 2 was going to be like the continuation with vocals.
Right.
So, and they just decided not to do that, I guess. I think it flows really well into Blackwater Park, like Patterns in the Ivy 1 into Blackwater Park.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, but it's another acoustic piece. It just has singing in it.
Okay, noted. All right, guys. It's been a long recording session. Thank you guys for listening to Distorted Entertainment. This is our big episode 5. It's exciting.
I am
next
sorry,
episode.
Though.
What's
I'm
that?
sorry though. We couldn't indulge you with more Corey Taylor. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'm there. I mean, who knows? Give me a second. Maybe something came up in the past 3 hours. Corey Taylor news. No joke. I tweeted Corey Taylor asking if he liked Opeth. I never got a response.
Oh, motherfucker.
If he ever does respond, I will give you guys a
watch him be like watch him say no, and I'm just like, can't talk about this guy ever again.
Well, can't do that. Yeah, so I mean,
I tweet him. I'm like, meet me in a fucking Roadhouse parking lot or Texas.
It has to be Texas Roadhouse.
Gonna throw hands.
Gonna throw hands down on Texas Roadhouse. Know what I'm saying? But yes,
I used to threaten people with Shoney's, but I can't find. I don't even think Shoney's exists anymore.
Well, now Shoney's is just a meme because of Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's right. I made that joke.
Yeah,
before,
Mitch.
Before
you gotta remember the memes.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched Rick and Morty since like season 3.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with season 3, and I haven't tried season 4 at all. So, like, I don't know. I'm more of a BoJack Horseman kind of guy. Very good show.
It's in my Netflix to watch this, but
highly recommend. Gets better as you go. First season's okay. It's a lot more focused on just jokes, but then with each season, it kind of gets more and more heavy. Great show. I really like Will Arnett. Yes, next episode we're going over Dying Fetus and Haken. And so we're still I might have it fixed for this episode. So there might be a song after this, but for now I'm just going to say it's a shout out. Shouting out a pop group. Very different for us, but talk to us on Facebook, and I actually quite like their material. Gonna shout out the Cherry Saints. Nothing ever hits quite like your kiss. It's absolutely wonderful. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning into Distorted Entertainment. My name is Ethan Carpenter. I am joined by Mitch Wade, and we will see you guys next time.
Have a good one. Bye.
See ya.
I saw the sky inside your eyes, but the weather changes and you brought me a storm. I'm floating over what I can't get over. My head is in the clouds and I can't get down. Some nights I get so bad I think I need you. You're the best I've ever had, but I don't need you. Some nights I get so bad I think I need you. You're the best I've ever had, but I don't need you. Nothing ever hits quite like your kiss, and I can't get high no more. I'm clean, it's over. I'm sober from your love. Nothing ever hits quite like your kiss, and I can't get high no more. I wanna see if I can feel it, though I know that I don't need it, no. The mind plays tricks on you, and it plays tricks on me too. I saw things that I can't unsee. I'm hallucinating, daydreaming away. Some nights I get so bad I think I need you. You're the best I've ever had, but I don't need you. Some nights I get so bad I think get high no more. I wanna see if I can feel it, though I know that I don't need it, no.